All right, everybody. Yeah. Welcome to Saturday night. Welcome to all this D&D business, everybody. This is our second edition, our second session of Lost Mine of Phandelver as DM'd by Drake. And take it away, Mr. Drake.
What's up, everybody? Happy Saturday. It's Saturday, October 16th, 2021, and we're on our session 2, as Rob said, of Lost Mine of Phandelver. A beginning campaign that we're going to be patching a few things together to include some Happy Jack's Funhouse after Lost Mines of Phandelver, and then we're going to move into Stormlord's Wrath, Sleeping Dragon's Wake, Divine Contention, and then that takes us up to about 11 or 12th level, and then I'm going to homebrew these guys just before tier 4, or just at the bottom of tier 4, 12th to 15th level. You know, the prime level, because after 15th level, who can DM that shit? Only Joe can. Only Joe can.
Only Joe numbers, yeah.
Yeah. But last week we were in Phandalin, and the characters were at Barthen's Provisions. They they spent several hours in the library at Barthen's Provisions, finding out some information, and I've kindly pinned that to the map, and gave a little. Here comes that map. I pinned the little green pin there for the players on both the Sleeping Giant Tap House and Barthen's Provisions have a pin now, because those are locations that you guys know about so far. But where the party token is the Barthen's Provision. That's where the library was at, and you guys can read that note at your leisure that we did last week. And I think I made a note for you guys too. So, but it is the afternoon. You guys spent several days traveling from Neverwinter, escorting a pair of oxen, pulling a wagon that belonged to Gundren Rockseeker. He hired you guys to come down here to deliver this wagon full of goods to Barthen. And he paid you guys 10 gold apiece, and you guys have gotten paid. But in the meantime, when you're traveling down here, you found 2 dead horses that belonged to the guy that hired you, and his co-patron, or whatever you want to call him, Sildar Hallwinter, and they both have look like drug off into the woods towards the north of the road. So I believe your plan was to head back up there and see if you can find them. And I think that's where we left off last week. Is there any questions from you guys? No, but let's do some character
Clyde
introductions.
and the other guys were in the middle of spending time in the library.
No, they're at the end of it. We finished that.
Yep.
Yeah, the library at Barthen's Provisions. Let's do character introductions, player introductions. We're going to start off tonight with Svenster playing Taunt.
So Taunt is a street urchin still to this day. Dirty, little halfling running around. You can usually smell him before you see him, and he's has a little bit of a challenge with the truth.
And is Taunt from Phandelver? Did I understand that right?
No, the thing you gave me said he was from a far city, some weird city that, and he was heard about some tales about a mine, so he came to
Okay.
Neverwinter to track it down.
Yeah, as a reminder, Phandelver, the existing buildings and structures are all pretty new. Phandelver was wiped out several decades ago and is just now being rebuilt in the last 4 or 5 years. So if you live in Phandelver, you haven't lived here very long. Anyways.
Yeah, he met up with Casper, and the two of them sort of wandered into Neverwinter, and then found their way here.
Speaking of Casper, he is played by Diablo Bob.
Yes, I am playing Casper the Ghost, wise halfling, who has been traveling the world, trying to discover the experience of the most ultimate Tang. It's not in there. There it is. Anyway, so he is a traveler from afar and has befriended Taunt. Slight, begrudging friendship because everybody picks us on us little people.
Honest little people. I see how you kind of maneuvered that in there like that. And Rob 2E, aka Rob 2E, is playing Clyde.
Yeah, that's me. That's a pretty good introduction. What can I add? Let's see. I'm playing a ranger named Clyde, and he is a bugbear who has reach. We come to learn the rules. I'm using a reach weapon too, so I have a 15-foot reach in melee on my turn, but only 10 when it's not my turn because your reach only applies during your turn. It's very upsetting. But he's ready to get some. What's that?
You're a grower, not a shower.
I'm a grower, not a shower. Yeah, it's just like real life. And also, during my introduction, let me mention to Jiminy Monka in the chat that if you're trying to post links, that will not work, sir.
Yeah, will not work.
Mm-hmm.
Marbania is playing Mog.
It's pronounced
I can't.
Mog.
I don't speak Dwarven.
It's smog.
So Mog is a dwarven fighter, straight up from the Bloodbeard clan. They're known for smithing, of course, like most dwarves, and brewing ale.
Brewing ale.
Ale, not
Yes.
beer. But we got a dwarf for you.
I don't know. Beer, ale, something. Beer.
Fermented alcoholic beverages.
Yeah, if I had my way, it'd be mead.
Mead.
May as well be an
And
elf.
last, but first on the table is Matakuri playing Joe Tharalar. I don't know. We call him Joe.
Yeah, Joe Ethelor, or as he's known with the party, Joe, is a elven rogue. He is from the Neverwinter Wood and spent a lot of time growing up in Neverwinter, and he's become an urban bounty hunter. He has a little bit of a competitive personality and actually really enjoys hanging around with dwarves. So within the party, Mog is the guy he would gravitate to hanging out with more than any of the others. But he likes to sneak and stab.
Sneak and stab. That's one
Sneak
of
and
my
stab.
favorite pastimes too as a player. I like characters that sneak and stab.
Is Joe
Sneak and
also a
stab.
farmer?
Only mushrooms. Only mushrooms. All right, and I am Drake, and I'm playing the DM and everybody else. And let's get on with it. So it's about 2 in the afternoon when you guys get done in the library and stuff. Do you guys want to head out, or do you guys want to spend the night? You guys are fully rested, and you've had a long rest earlier this morning, before you got into town. You camped out and came into town. Just leave it up to you guys. What do you guys think? You want to head out 2 o'clock in the afternoon? It's about 15 miles up to where you guys need to go, so it's going to be the next day when you guys get up there, unless you travel all night, which I don't think you guys want to do.
We don't?
So I've been wandering around the city while they've been doing their book learning, and I left a little couple
Book
coppers at the Luck Shrine.
The shrine, the Luck Shrine is it's Phandelin's only temple. It's a small shrine made of stones, which were taken from the nearby ruins, and it is dedicated to Tamora. I do believe your character does venerate Tamora. Does he not?
Correct.
Who is if you're not familiar with Forgotten Realms and Tamora, she is the goddess of luck and good fortune. And currently, there's no one when you go by there. There's no one at the at the shrine, but there is a tithe bowl, and it happily accepts your few coppers that you put in there. And I'll give you a pin later for that. Shrine of Good Luck. It's this one right here. Right across from the inn. There's an inn in town. But so you guys want to head out towards back towards the trail of the goblins?
Let's
Yeah,
do
Joe
it.
is going.
That sounds
Anxious
fine
to
to me.
anxious to sneak and stab. Is Joe
Yeah,
anxious to
well,
sneak?
I mean, he considers the dude a friend. This dude helped him. Gundren helped him out, so
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think Gundren.
to get
Gonna
back
yeah. I
in.
help
think
him.
he's actually personally helped just about everybody in the party, one way or another, accidentally or not. There are some stories behind how he helped a few of you, particularly Joe. That's a pretty good story when we get into it. But we'll leave that to discovery as we develop your characters' backgrounds. So you guys, let me bring up the party or the Sword Coast map that we're going to use probably for almost the whole campaign is going to be this map. So you're not going to travel far from home. But you guys are down here. Phandelin is in the hills down here, and you guys got to make your way up in this grid up here. So as you guys head out of town, you guys make it a little ways, almost to the Tribor Trail, and it obviously the sun starts setting in the west, and it's your decision if you want to continue on the Tribor Trail, which has been known to have bandits and goblins raiding here and there. I think you guys kind of witnessed some of that.
Ooh, bandits and goblins. It's starting to scare me very much.
Do you guys want to set up a camp and spend the evening, or do
Certainly.
you guys want to push your way on?
We
Oh
will
no.
definitely find a safe spot in this local area here.
We'll find a
Definitely
campy spot like 60s Batman.
Yes.
Campy.
a campy
Campy spot.
spot. Well, it might take you guys a good hour or so to set up a campy spot, but me being a good DM, I have prepared a campy spot for you guys
Sweet.
That's pretty campy.
off the road.
Right off the road.
And let me hold on. I think I overindulged ourselves with one of these bedrolls. Let me turn one of those off. There you go. Can you guys see that? Probably not. I don't have your tokens
There's
up.
only
Oh,
4.
you
We
can.
should have. Oh, I see. Because one person's going to be on watch. I see what you're doing.
No, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But maybe one of them's hidden
You
to
only
you
see
guys.
4.
Let me double check.
Hid one.
Oh, I already had hidden one to you guys, but not to myself. I understand. I understand. Let me turn.
Somebody hid our campfire too.
I
Yeah.
didn't know if you guys were gonna have a campfire or not. So
What's the
What's the weather like? Because we
what's
don't want
the
a
white
campfire
thing?
unless we need it.
This whole
let's.
area is white.
I can see it.
Yeah,
There's
it's all
like
white
no
to me too.
background or anything.
You're the only one.
Me too.
I even see that the road goes off the edge of the square.
No, I see that too.
Here, I can help. I can help with your that there. Now
Whoa.
you can't see the edge of it.
I can't
I
see
can't see
anything now.
Now it's
Fuck.
night.
So
It's
I
night.
told you
Now
we
it's
should have had
night.
a campfire.
And now you guys are on the map. So you guys can move yourself around. And let me turn on the fire for you. Because it's dark and you probably need a fire.
Crackle, crackle.
Casper will again take the first watch and set up some little booby traps and such, and try to make sure that we stay safe.
Some booby traps. And is the watch order accurate in the party sheet?
I would
Let's
assume
see.
we would always take the same watch order unless we decided to change it for some reason.
Yeah, Casper
So
Clyde.
it is set, and we will use that. And let me roll to see if you guys have a random encounter. Hey, how about that? You have a random encounter.
Son of a-
Amazing how that works.
It's amazing. Let's see on whose watch the random encounter happens. I'm going to roll a d10. It happens at the end of Casper's watch.
Wow.
So
I knew it.
Casper is just finishing up his watch, and
Setting up my little booby traps.
no, you already did all that.
Oh, okay.
You already set up your booby traps and stuff. And then what happens is this raven kind of comes flying into the light here. And you're like, what's this raven doing? And then you see another one, and then a few seconds later, there is a swarm of ravens, and they want to attack you. As we have.
Did we stumble into Curse of Strahd, or what's the?
We stumbled into roll a random encounter using Rob's random encounter generator. That's what we did.
Ravens,
That's-
Raven.
Sweet.
I mean, how bad can ravens be?
How bad can ravens be?
That is
When
right.
you're sleeping and you're might or might not be surprised. The first thing I need everyone to roll, except for Taunt, which I'm gonna have him roll anyways because it's easier to do it that way, is a perception check. As you guys are sleeping. And we'll disregard Taunt's roll because he succeeded.
Can't
And,
you
all right,
pick someone out
so-
of that? Like, can't you send it party minus this person? Can't you do that?
Yeah, but it's easier just to select all, and
I
then
see.
tell him to ignore it. But yes, you can select who you want to roll and all that jazz.
I know we all look alike, but you mean Casper, right?
I'm sorry, yes, Casper. I'm sorry, Casper. And he actually was the only one that succeeded too on the roll. So I would love for you guys, as I'm running the this for you guys to go into the extension, the effects, and find the surprise condition and apply it to yourself, if you wouldn't mind. As we have our first round of initiative, which there is no surprise round anymore in D&D. It is a condition now, so everyone does roll initiative. But those that failed their perception while they were sleeping are surprised. So Clyde gets to go first, and he cannot move or take any actions or reactions on his turn. Also, Clyde, I do believe you sleep in the old non-armor, and I think you have an effect on your character sheet. Armor off, very nice. See that effect? Armor off, AC -3. He did the math. And I don't think you can do anything since you're surprised. But Casper, you can, since you see this swarm or flock of ravens eyeballing you, and they look like they're gonna come down and peck at somebody.
How high up are they?
They're in that tree, so 15 feet.
All right.
It's
Well,
a medium-sized swarm, so it's like a 5 by 5 by 5 swarm of ravens.
Casper will kind of hoot and holler as he runs kind of over towards Joe's area. Can you lock the tokens quick?
Oh yeah.
Should we all technically be marked unconscious as well?
No, you guys are just surprised. You're not.
Casper's
I
hooting
mean,
and hollering.
But we're asleep, right?
Tell him hooting and hollering.
Sorta.
But if
Because
Casper's
if-
hollering, are we no longer surprised?
Right. That's because
As soon as your turn ends, you're no longer surprised.
No, you're surprised until the end of the round.
But
this
the
is
reason
what
I'm
is
asking about unconscious is if say, for example, the swarm attacked somebody sleeping, they should have advantage and all that you get when someone's unconscious. Of course, the swarm is going to die now by what the hell this
and
is.
you only get advantage once, and being surprised is enough advantage, in my opinion.
This is why you're surprised. It's because there's a giant. Well, if you can approve that movement for the token, there's a giant boom that happens.
Yeah, you're no longer sleeping.
Surprise does end at the end of your turn, not the end of the round.
Why didn't it come off then?
Yeah.
And
Because you can't. You'd have to use an on-turn effect or an end-turn effect.
Kaboom!
But I'm taking it off.
So Clyde is
everyone
no longer
without-
surprised.
Everyone within 300 feet can clearly hear that boom.
Yeah.
That's probably why y'all are surprised and slightly deafened. It's like a flashbang going off. But
There's like, hey guys, wake up, guys, wake up.
Fire in the hole!
Joe rolls over in his sleeping bag. Says, "Mod, shut up! Stop snoring!"
It's my stomach.
It's my stomach, and I can't
It's
help
not
it.
the tumor.
I ate the beans. So the swarm of ravens, well, I don't know. Let's attack this guy that's casting spells at us. They're like, ha ha ha, and they come down and fly into your face and swarm all over you, beaking and biting at you. Casper, the friendly, dodged. Nice. As you get dodged by them. And I'm going to say that they are kind of in that square when they finish. So you're like, ha, and they're flying all. But none of them actually make any beaks or bites on you because you dodge out of the way. Mog, you're like.
So, Matacuri, somebody in chat wants to know the name of the extension that makes the you'll see. We're trying to help him. We can't think of it.
It is indicators. That is the name of it.
Indicators. Okay.
5E indicators.
So I'm
Oh yeah, 5E indicators. Right.
sprawled out, half off of my bedroll, one shoe on, one shoe off, and little drool coming down my cheek. As this thing goes off, he sits up, sort of looks around. His hair's all disheveled, trying to figure out what the heck's happening. Sees all these birds attacking him, and I'm gonna scramble back and try to shoot him with a crossbow.
Were you not surprised?
You're surprised.
That's right, I forgot. So
you had
never
this
mind.
dream that
I'm just
you're
gonna look
getting
around.
attacked and you're going to use your crossbow. Then
Huh?
you wake up and you realize you can't do any of that. And I don't know how Clyde did it, but he got initiative next round.
What? All right. I stand up
What?
and I go monkey balls, and
Pick up
I'm gonna
your
try
glaive?
to, huh?
Pick up your glaive. You're glaving?
Yeah, pick up my glaive, and I will move half my movement, which is all I can do. And then I see that I am not close enough to attack with a melee weapon. So, well, no, I guess I wouldn't have picked up my glaive because I knew that I wouldn't make it there. So I would have picked up my longbow, and then shot with that.
And not moved?
No, I still would have moved.
Okay.
So
So you shoot at the ravens and your arrow like knocks one out of the swarm.
minimum
Falls to the
damage.
Burp, burp. As
Oh,
the
why does he
swarm,
get to go again now?
As the swarm and as one of the ravens dies, it just envelops Casper again and starts scratching and pecking at him. And this time he gets hit. Ouch! As these things like start working on him, pulling chunks of flesh out of him. He's like, ah!
Son of a bitch.
It shouldn't smell like death thing then.
Casper.
Casper is starting to like panic and shit, and yeah, so he's just gonna go ahead and do Thunderwave again, try to get away from this thing. Oh yeah.
I like how they're vibrating.
Oh yeah, I added light effects to it, by the way.
It's
Update.
pulsating. It's like a sex toy. It's pulsating. Oh, nice.
Oh nice. So it also gets pushed 10 foot back from me. If it
Isn't there a roll
Unbelievable.
for the.
Not
and it
dead.
gets pushed 10 foot away from me.
It doesn't have to fail a strength check or something?
No, it already failed.
Mm-mm.
Oh, did it?
Sound check. Yeah. And he's gonna run. They're attacking me. Help me, Clyde.
Wow, so there's like one freaking raven flapping around. It's now not a swarm, it is a raven.
They
Like,
seem to
all the other ones are like laying on the ground, their ears are bleeding, their feathers are all blown off of it. They're like flopping around.
I can't approve Casper's move. I'm trying.
Yeah, if
tried
I
to
miss your
approve it.
if I miss your movement and it's the end of your turn, I'll get to it.
Mog just stands up and stretches, looks around. What the hell's going on? And he bends down, picks up his shield and his battle axe. Kind of. She means those birds
They're-
over there.
They're over there.
I think the shield takes a minute to put on.
Serious?
No, a shield takes
Yeah,
a
Donnie can
round
go
to
off
strap to your arm.
Oh, it's a round?
It's an action to put a shield on and take it off.
No. Taking it off is. Yeah,
An
I've
action.
gotten into a big fight about this before. Let me go look it up.
Don and doff a shield is an action.
Joe's gonna yawn, stand up, take a look at these ravens, and see if he can't shoot the last one right out of the air.
He sleeps with an already cocked and ready crossbow.
Oh yeah.
All right. 1 hit point left on the swarm.
Surprise.
Thud.
I did attack
As
it,
the-
so I mean,
Oh, I was thinking of armor. Yeah, but if he does, if he
Drop back into
it
his-
is an action though. So if he says I get up and put my shield on, he can't take another action.
Right, unless somebody like hastes him or something, which would be
Right.
cool.
Is it dead?
And that's it. You guys
Did
were
we win?
rudely awakened by some ravens, and they died quickly thanks to some fancy casting from one of the halflings.
why does it always happen on my watch?
It's because you set up all these traps and it attracts them. They're like, look, they're set up traps over there. We got to go investigate why they're trapping the area.
Right?
gotta check it
The
out.
bait's drawn them
Got to
in.
be a reason they're trapping it. Delete all enemies, gone, and you guys finish off the evening uneventfully and
Level up.
level up. And you get your long rest, and let's see if it gives you some experience points. What the hell? What'd I do wrong? Let's see.
You have it turned off?
No,
Did you add it to? Did you add
Probably
it in the
not.
encounter?
Yeah, did you add the
Probably
encounter?
I probably just made a encounter and didn't drop it in. Maybe. Let's see. Party sheet.
That would be why the tokens
XP.
weren't locked.
So I'm going to go look at
It's
Casper.
the encounter didn't have any XP. That's why.
What?
Yeah,
The little
I
circle
didn't do
wouldn't,
I didn't do the little
calculate.
Calculate.
yeah. But
I'm going to go look at Casper and see what he was wearing, why they attacked him. Hey, Clyde, did you see how
There
they
you
were
go.
attacking Casper? Boy, that's just terrible. I'm just so glad it wasn't me.
I
10
didn't
XP.
see it.
He spilled some tang powder all over his front. He was like trying to brush it off when they just suddenly like swoop down, and apparently those birds are crazy about tang.
Crazy about Tang, huh? So
I saw him coming, but I hid in my bedroll to make sure they wouldn't attack me.
so everybody,
Let's try that next time.
please
All right.
please erase a ration. Since I'm sure
We
you
have all
guys are
these
going to
birds.
eat a ration.
We have all these ravens.
Well, that's up to you guys if you want to eat these ravens.
And I still have some of that rat meat.
If you
from the
do
day
wish to
before.
eat the ravens instead of the rations, please give yourself diarrhea and don't erase a ration.
Coding diarrhea right now. Coding it.
Yeah. Diarrhea gives you a +2 to shit your pants.
During any interaction, whether it's
Yeah.
combat or verbal.
Whether it's combat or verbal. But I'm going to make a quick little...
You must use your action to try to pinch your butt cheeks closed to keep it from squirting out.
A quick little chat trigger. Let's make a quick little chat trigger. Trying to think of which one would be good for getting new XP. This one.
That's getting XP.
Yeah.
That's more like we open a closet door and there's a face in it. Same thing.
We'll see if it works. Chat trigger. All right. Let me do some closing of stuffs, and I'm gonna take you guys off this map. Not that one. never mind. I closed the map. So and push you back this map. As you guys make it back to the scene of the crime, some mid-afternoon-ish the next day. So you've been on the Tribor Trail about a half a day. As you come around the bend, you spot 2 dead horses sprawled about 15 feet ahead of you. They are no longer blocking the path since you guys drug them off the side of the road. But there are several flocks of ravens and birds and stuff pecking at their flesh. But these birds don't seem too tactful, and you easily can scare them off as you guys approach. The woods press close to the trail here with steep embankment and dense thickets on either side. And you know that the path leads north, the drag path.
Well, we better follow that.
Yeah, everybody, let's do one of these things. Let's see how you guys. I'm going to push you a roll. I want to see some good old investigation.
Could I use survival?
No, not for this.
Oh.
This is an investigation roll. What would you want to use survival for? Is the question?
Try to make out the tracks and see how many there were.
Yeah, we can do that in just a second. But the investigation, Joe and Casper are over, like in the thickets where the goblins were, and they're checking things out. And they're like, man, these goblins look like they've been here a while. Like this was, they got like blinds set up and like little stools and like little looks like empty Twinkie wrappers laying around. You know what I mean? They've been here for a while.
Can I take a small piece of the stool so I can have a stool sample with me?
Yeah, it's called a log. Just put that in your character inventory. 25-pound log. These are goblins. 8-pound log. 8-pound log.
It rolls over the neighbor's dog.
A goblin stool past an 8-pound log.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
You think it's made out of pine. There's not a lot of bark on it either.
So it's not hardwood.
Let's see.
Sample in a jar.
So we definitely killed a couple.
Yeah, so you can see that there's a little trail that leads north. Where's the? I think there's some. I think there's a little. I think there's a little image that the DM might have found. Did I not bring that in? Let's see. Yeah. So this kind of look as you guys look up the bank and over the bank and through the woods, you see like a little trail that leads into the woods. A little trail.
It's like highlights. Are we supposed to be looking for like a little squirrel hidden in the picture?
Yeah, there's one right there. See him?
Waldo's in here somewhere.
Yeah, where's Waldo? If you
Very cool.
stare at it
I like
long enough and then you look at a blank wall, it's going to be black and white.
There's big.
Very nice. I like it.
Who's that?
Big.
That is a person, isn't it? No, it's a goblin log. It's a goblin log.
I shoot it.
All right, so
well, it's
what's your
Pixie.
guys' how do you proceed? Do you guys just like line up in a police line and start heading through the woods looking for cigarette butts? Because I've
Joe-
done that a lot in my lifetime. a lot.
Joe would always be scouting ahead.
I always would flick my cigarette butts on the ground when I was in the army, so people have something to pick up during the police watch.
Joe would be scouting ahead. Casper's like kind of leading the way, trying to determine how many there were, like how much of a, like how many people were dragging.
Yeah,
these
give me
guys
that
off.
give me that survival roll. Sorry about that.
I will go ahead and use my inspiration.
Roll, most of your skill checks, unless I ask otherwise, please roll in the tower. Unless I ask otherwise.
I'm gonna be behind Clyde,
Clyde.
beside or behind Clyde.
Let me. While you guys are
I'll put up
telling
my
me that,
dukes.
let me get that set up. So we've got. Oops, party sheet. We got Joe in the front, right? And
Casper.
then who's behind Joe?
Casper.
Casper. And then Clyde.
Yeah.
And then Taunt and the dwarf in the back. Does that sound right? Yeah.
And how
okay.
long am I walking for?
Until you get to your destination. I'm assuming, right?
Wait, is it more than an hour?
Oh no, it hasn't been an hour. You guys just now started walking.
Okay. And by the way, in the morning, the sun wakes everybody up because Taunt's asleep again. He fell asleep during his watch.
I can't wait
Okay.
until it's
Jesus
actually
Christ. I thought somebody was supposed to
until
be
it's
watching
actually
with
your
you.
watch when in the ravens pecking your
No,
eyes
no, but
out while you're
I
sleeping.
think we decided at the beginning, the first night we camped, we decided that someone else has to be
Joe.
on watch with Taunt.
Because he only needs 4 hours, so he's gonna accompany Taunt.
What's
Well,
our
Yeah, I think you guys
when Taunt
decided
wakes
that,
up-
but if you look at the party marching or the watch order, it doesn't specify that. So
Joe's gonna stay
do you
awake.
want me to change that? Do you want me to specify that?
Yeah, Joe just stays
Well,
away.
no, it does specify it because it says Joe 4, Taunt 5. They're together. There's only 4 watches.
Oh no, it would be so they both would be 4 then.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep, that's good. I didn't know you could double up numbers. That's crazy.
Every night, Joe will collect a handful of pebbles and just sit there in the dark and wait for Taunt to fall asleep, and then throw a pebble at the back of his head.
I love it. You'll never
And
figure it out.
Nice. Nice. So let's take a peek at. So Joe, as you guys are moving down this path, after about 10 minutes down the trail, your passive perception, out of the corner of your eye, you see tied to a tree off the side of the trail. You see like a little rope around the tree that looks like somebody tried to hide the with some leaves and some branches. And you kind of stop and you look and you can see very carefully somebody has covered up something across the path here.
Okay.
And I forgot to Casper, your survival check. You determined that there are moving back and forth down this path. You think there has been at least a dozen goblins.
He will pass that on to the group.
Over a course of several days, maybe even weeks, that it looks like they've been moving up and down this path. So you don't know if they were all together or one goblin made 800 trips, but you kind of
But-
get the impression there could be up to
So
dozen
the
of
last
them.
time, was it going up the path or down the path? You said they were going up and down the path. I'm asking him if was it going up the path or down the path?
He says, well, I really think the last time the guy was walking backwards.
You see by the imprint of his foot.
Ah, yes. Looks like Michael Jackson walked through here.
Wait, it's Taunt that lies, or do they both lie? I don't know. I don't know.
Casper's just not good at lying.
So what does Joe do
Exaggerate.
when he sees this rope in the road? Everybody's just walking behind him like.
Joe's going to immediately give the signal to stop and that there's a trap. So hold on, and then he wants to inspect the trap and see if he can't disarm or disable whatever that rope is connected to.
Yeah, you can easily like move a couple of leaves and see that there's a loop in the middle of the path, and this rope runs over to a tree, and then beyond that tree there's a skinny pine tree that's been bent over and hooked, and it's a snare that would spring up and ensnare somebody on the trap. Pretty decently constructed trap, and it's easy enough to disable it.
Once he's disabled
Does
it,
anyone step
over.
in the ring of rope while he's just messing with it? Anybody? No. Okay.
He most
So when it goes
all
off, it
stop.
would have sprung somebody, up in the air, and they would have been hanging about 10
Right.
feet up. 1d6
Okay.
damage if you cut them down. So one trap disabled. You guys keep going?
I want to search kind of the area to see if there's any hidden goblins watching this trap.
How much time do you want to spend searching the area?
Just a couple of rounds.
Oh, just like a
Yeah.
quick glance.
Canvas.
You're. Give me a perception check then, since.
Righty.
Yeah, you don't see or hear anything out of the ordinary. The birds are chirping. The squirrels are hopping around. So nothing seems out of place. Your hairs on your back of your neck aren't standing up or anything like that.
Okay.
And remember to roll your skill checks in the dice tower unless I ask otherwise, but that's okay. Well, I want that extension back. Somebody fix that extension that anytime you click on a skill check, it would
Local
automatically
dice
put
tower.
it in the tower. Yeah, that was great.
What happened to it? It was a Unity
broke.
break.
It was a classic.
Mad Nomad. Well, it conflicted with Mad Nomad's character sheet tweaks.
No, because it broke before I even had that one. I'm recently just getting character sheet tweaks, and it's just
The
broke.
developers stopped keeping up with it.
Yeah, it just broke. So you guys continue down the path. A little more cautious maybe now.
Nope, I'm not.
No, you're just following along.
We're letting
I'm
Joe.
walking with Clyde.
We're letting Joe be cautious, and
Yep.
we're back
Joe-
here having a conversation.
So Joe, give me another perception check in the tower, please. Wisdom perception, please.
I saw one of those traps snatch one of my friends right by the neck, jerk him up off the ground. It was just terrible.
These stuff
So
should smell like scheisse around here.
yeah, so Joe's moving down the path, and Casper's like, "That's a fat squirrel," and points over to a squirrel. And Joe kind of glances back to see what he's talking about, and falls into a pit.
Oh no!
It's the cloth covered pit with leaves and stuff on it. And Joe's like, "What?" As you rolled an 8 on your perception check, the DC was a 15, so even your passive wouldn't have caught it. The pit is 6 feet wide, 10 feet deep, and triggers when you move across it. And so you fall into the trap. And I actually made a NPC called Falling Damage, but I can just grab the damage and drop it on you. So you're like, thud, and you fall into the trap, the 10 feet, taking 5 points of bludgeoning damage as you chip your front tooth on a rock down there a little bit.
Son of a...
And
Well, that looks like it's going to leave a mark.
Are you okay?
Did you see the look on his face as he fell? That was so
they're all
funny.
standing around the pit, pointing and laughing at you.
Mog kind of.
Oh, he's bleeding. Oh man, you're bleeding. That hurts. I'm just
But
glad it
did
wasn't
you
me.
see the squirrel?
Yeah, he gets up and he pulls his lip off of his tooth that punctured through as he busted his lip. He took 5 points of damage to your lip.
Ow.
Fuck
Nice.
that.
Now you
Smells
can talk
up.
like this for a little while.
Looks like you got Botox shot in your lip in a few minutes. It's like,
Scramble out of there, and this time I'm going to start searching off the trail.
you're like next to the trail. So that puts Casper in the front now. So after about 5 miles, it's afternoon now. As you guys have been moving along this path, it's pretty easy to follow this little path. And I had a little map set up just for my visual as I'm DMing. Wasn't that important to you guys, but
Nice. Does it take us more than an hour?
5 miles. Somebody do the math. Yeah, I think 5 miles is more than an hour.
Okay. So at about an hour, I'm gonna. My ankle's killing me. Clyde, can I get a ride with you on sitting your back for a minute?
You want me to fucking piggyback your ass?
I'm not that heavy. Not like Casper or the dwarf.
I'm gonna look at his ankle to see if it's hurt and if he's just bullshitting and lazy. Which I know it to be true already.
Give me a medicine check, please.
Okay. Medicine.
Or an insight, whichever you choose.
Oh, okay. So I will choose.
Got it.
They're both the
I think you're-
same.
Yeah, I don't
So,
think
you're gonna
trained
make
in
me do
either.
this in the. I don't have a tower. Oh, yes, I do. Yes, I do. I haven't rolled something in the tower in like 12 years. There we go.
All right, so you look down and there's like a swelling on his ankle, and and it's kind of red.
Okay, I see. All right, I'll be like, hop on. Fuck it, just get on. Just get on.
You don't notice
And,
that he clearly hops very well onto your back.
Gelucio in the chat. Here's your hydrate right here. Mm-hmm.
That's alcohol, by the way.
That's straight vodka.
Rob is a
The
heavy
guy-
drinker. Yeah, he's
The guy that's had a liver transplant is just drinking a tankard
he's
of
a heavy
vodka.
drinker. So you guys are heading
You want
down.
some Tang?
The afternoon sun is shining through some trees and stuff, and you can hear water, a stream up ahead, and you come out of a little bit of a clearing.
I have to pee.
And Mog
You don't say.
takes a moment and pees, and you guys see up ahead through the trees a cave mouth that this path leads into. A little stream running out of the cave.
Nice.
And you can see and smell some smoke coming from the cave mouth as you guys. Now you're a little bit further away than this image depicts. Maybe another 50 feet or so as you came through some bushes and stuff, and you're looking up there.
I love that.
Look at that smoke coming out. I see it. I see
I
it.
love that.
That's awesome.
That looks
It's
great.
a great picture.
Chat loves it too.
Good job.
Yeah, this is a Patreon. Damn it! I wish I would have noted his name, James something, and he does some good art. And if you're running Curse's Strahd, he's definitely got a. Let me since somebody's
Now,
asking,
is
give
this?
me a quick second.
Did he make the? This is a specific for Lost Mine of Phandelver.
this map is
yeah, this is
specific,
Oh,
specific
nice.
to this cave opening.
Yeah,
Bushes
and
around
so I
there
see
and
the
everything.
I see the
Exactly.
stairs there too. You can barely
Yeah.
see them, but there's a set of stairs
Yep.
there. I see. Yep.
That's a great drawing.
Yeah, there's
James JPG Art is who did this. A Patreon. James JPG Art is his name, and he did a lot of stuff recently for the Icewind Dale Rime of the Frost Maiden, and a ton of stuff for Curse of Strahd. I mean, I'm taking all of his stuff for Curse of Strahd when I run it. It is phenomenal, the stuff he drew for Curse of Strahd. Images, and he did some maps too, but a lot of images that really.
So James JP Art, I can't. That doesn't
Here,
get
I'm
me
gonna-
anything.
I'm gonna post it. Can I post it? I'm gonna post it in our chat, Rob.
Oh no, it's you dyslexified it. It's James RPG Art.
Isn't that? Oh, maybe
No,
that's
you
not
said
what it
James JPG Art, like JPEG.
RPG.
JFEG.
Yeah. So I posted it in the chat, everybody.
JFEG.
Oh, did I say?
That's right, Marbania. You're goddamn right.
I
It
meant
is.
to- I
If you're a
meant to-
GIF
I meant
person,
to-
then you have to say JPEG as well.
Yeah, I meant to say GIF. I'm sorry. I screwed up. Peanut butter. I meant to say peanut butter.
So I'll pat Clyde on the shoulder. Thank you so much. I feel so much better now. Thank you. And I'll hop down.
Is that?
Mog
me-
walks
let
up
me-
behind him and flicks him real hard right on the ankle.
I'm gonna turn your sound down a little bit. The global sound. I'm gonna knock down a slight bit for you.
I'm not getting anything. Oh,
I heard that. It was a
never
fart.
connected.
Yeah, you gotta actually connect to Sirenscape to hear
connect.
the sounds. Yeah, actually.
Well, I
have to do
clicked the
that.
connect button, but I was, yeah.
All right, so have a discussion. What do you guys want to do? Obviously, the trail leads right into that cave.
I think we have to go in the cave.
Hey, Joe, go check it out.
Yeah, I would suggest that I sneak up stealthily, try and get as close to the cave as I can, and see what I can see, and have them back me up with arrows if necessary.
I'll tell Joe to watch
Okay.
out for twigs. That's always what happens. You step on a twig.
I'm gonna touch him. Hey,
Ooh.
good luck.
Hey, what?
Wait, can you be more clear since this is a live stream?
TOS.
How are you touching him and where?
I'm gonna pat him on the shoulder. Good luck.
Oh.
I'm gonna cast guidance on him.
I'll kneel down so he can pat me on the shoulder.
Wait, I have to kneel down so that he can. Isn't he on my back still?
No, I
No,
said
he's
thank you,
jumped
and I
up.
hopped down, and then
Oh, you
Mog
did,
came in and
okay.
abused him because he's a bully. Beating on a little guy for no reason. Good thing there's not a locker around.
That's what
So-
happens.
When you Joe, as you start to move up and you look to your left, there's a big sign that is written on the ground, and there's like it looks like a map key,
A map?
but yeah, a map key. Looks like a map key.
Fine.
Why somebody would put that on the map like that? I don't know.
Stone wall. If only there was somebody with stone cunning.
So I'm gonna look at the supplies and see what I can find.
Let me unlock the token. So you guys are a little bit off the map. I just put you on there so you can see what's going on, including Mog that's moving around. Please don't. You guys are off the map. As Joe moves up, Joe, give me a stealth check, please. Let's see how stealthy you are as you approach this cave mouth. So Joe, you as you move up, you come across the large cave and a hillside 5 miles from the scene of the ambush. A shallow stream flows out of a cave mouth, which is screened by dense briar thickets with like thorns on them. A narrow path, a narrow dry path leads into the cave on the right-hand side of the stream. So on the other side of the stream is where the the path kind of crosses over, and then you can see it goes in the cave over there. But also, Joe, give me a perception check, please.
Joe has received a potion of healing from Diablo Bob CITC.
Thank you very much. Much appreciated.
So, Joe, you're moving up. You can smell the smoke. You also hear, as you get a little bit closer. The rest of the party doesn't hear this, but you can hear like a dog or something, maybe inside the cave. Good.
Dog. Okay.
A growl or a...
All right. Thank you, Taunt. What was that due to?
When I patted you on the shoulder, wished you luck, I sort of gave it a little kick from my deity, Timora. So you have the blessing of the trickster.
Oh, nice. Thank you.
Oh, it gives him advantage on stealth rolls, right?
Yeah.
Correct. Yep.
Nice.
So I am going to stealthily get closer.
Well,
So
give me
it's
another,
coded, but I don't know if that works. It says advanced check
He-
dexterity. I don't know if that works.
Should. Yeah, it should. What do you
Well,
need?
he gave that to you before you
Yeah.
wandered off, so you can roll me another stealth check if you want to see if your advantage was any better than the one that you already have. And I'll
Yeah, I
take
made a
the
new button that
first
shows
one.
our cameras.
Yeah, no.
I made a new button.
He made it
everybody.
worse. He made it worse.
That's how
Oh
you do it.
wow! Look at that. So we're just on stream like that.
So
Why
when
am I
we're role
frozen?
playing, just talking,
Yes.
I'll try to remember to put this on.
Us? Roleplay? Wait, what?
Right. Well, I mean, not fighting, not mapping, not
Hold on,
rolling.
let me turn my camera off.
Damn it! You fucked it all up. Go back to the other one like that.
I'm actually not frozen. So, I see you're moving up. As you're getting a little closer, you can see that if you're gonna not walk through the you have dark vision, right, too? So you're kind of squinting and trying to see inside a little bit, and it is clear that there are some rough cut steps on the far side of the creek.
Okay.
Depends on where you're from, if it's a creek or a crick.
Yeah, I can see him like right there.
My grandfather had a crick in his back and a creek in his yard.
Yeah.
And when you get to right there, you see like the back of a goblin's head. Right over there.
Ooh.
He's not looking at you currently. He's facing the other direction. He's just kind of sitting on a log, looking south.
Okay.
Looks like he's might be eating something.
I will motion over to the others that I see one over there.
It's you see him like through this thicket, like.
Yeah.
And are you trained in survival?
I am not.
No. Okay.
Well, then what should I take first strike?
Cast True Strike on yourself first.
Yeah. I think
I have
will.
surprise attack. I have a thing that if I surprise somebody, I get 2d6 extra on my first attack.
Well, you remember you're 50 feet off of the map.
So my plan is to stealthily shoot him and then run back to the party. And then
You
hope.
definitely, from where you're at, you're going to have -5 to hit through that thicket.
Okay, well then
But you think if you move up any further,
they'll
they
see
might
me.
be able to see you, yeah. Because it is light out. It's not dark, and you don't have anything to hide behind.
If I enter the stream, they'll hear me.
Possibly, yeah.
Yeah, I think my
So
best
you-
bet at this point is to take a shot and run, and then see if I can't draw them away from the entrance of the cave.
Well, he.
Why isn't
he-
that stream
he-
moving? God damn it!
Yeah, I didn't actually do anything to this map. This is
I'm
as
just
it
busting
is
your balls.
from Zacasius. I like to say it like that. It
Schley.
sounds better. Zacasius.
Oh, you mean wrong? Yeah. GIF.
Wrong. So you want to
Zacasius.
give an advantage to yourself and -5 and see if you can shoot this guy in the side of the head. Is that?
Do it. You might one-shot him.
And as soon as he pulls the trigger,
Oh damn.
we
Uh,
got. That's not true.
What the hell is he got his shield on when he's munching?
Right? He's like, he kind of shifts a little, and the arrow goes thunk and hits the shield and like smashes him in the face.
It
and
was
his food
your
goes
shot was
flying.
blocked by shield, but the shield was leaning against a rock. That's how that.
That's what I'm saying. He was using it as a plate,
Yeah.
and he was like dumping stuff in his mouth, and he hits the shield. Like, the military uses their helmet for everything. You use a metal shield for everything. But we are going to roll for initiative.
Yeah, bitches.
Oh, come on.
I like to just try to be.
One in a
As
Wow.
as you guys see this, 2 goblins.
Oh snap!
Nice.
Come around the corner of this thicket, and
It's go time.
I'm digging in my backpack for trying to find that half-cooked raven from this morning.
yeah, and the guy that he turns around, and he throws his shield on the ground. And while he does that, I need to change his armor class real quick.
They didn't know I was shooting at them. Shouldn't they be surprised?
They're on guard duty, so they're kind of alert, sort of.
So, probably snoring.
No, they were. One of them was eating, and the other one was telling him that he wants to eat his food.
They're goblins, not halflings. They wouldn't be snoring.
They're over there. You can hear them now. They like, making some noises and stuff.
Can we see Joe?
You can see Joe. Yes.
You see Joe fire and immediately turn
Yeah.
to running.
Yeah, and he turns and starts to run as you guys see some shuffling going on. Or you hear some commotion coming off of to the right, and shooting out of the thicket that they have set up a blind, and it can fire out of this blind nicely. And so Joe, the one that just got, he's got like pudding or something dripping off of his face. He like smears it, throws his shield down, and grabs his short bow, and he fires through this thicket at Joe. And an arrow comes flying out and like whizzes and sticks into the tree next to Joe. Joe like ducks down. He's starting to run. Mog, you're like, holy shit! So you need to add 50 to your movement to get to the map. 50 feet.
Okay.
Joe curses.
Can he like cross the stream back up here a ways then?
Yeah, it's a.
And
Are you
start-
gonna jump
and-
over it, or are you gonna just run through it? It's difficult
So-
terrain,
Yeah.
and you're gonna have to give me an acrobatics because it's kind of slippery. It's not very deep. It's just slimy, slippery, moss-covered, algae-covered rocks and stuff, and a little mucky. Yeah. So you're like, zoop, and you land prone on your back in the stream as you go to cross over. You're still 50 feet from the. So you moved 5, 10, 15 to get to the stream, and you fell in the stream.
Mog, it's not bath time till next month.
Right.
Oh, that's so funny. I'll remember to laugh later. Okay.
Oh, well, you weren't done. You still have your action.
Well, I would stand up and use my action to move the rest of the way.
So 15 feet to get to the other side and move up. So you're 40 feet from the map.
Okay.
So we can set that.
I'll name myself
as,
Mog.
No, you can just set it 40 as the elevation thing if you want.
That
Alt
works.
and scroll. 40 feet from the map. That works. Look, Pont already has his done. And if you don't mind removing that pointer. So Musky Whiskers is also going to take a shot through this thicket.
Musky
And,
Whiskers has a
Yeah, let me.
fumble
Oh, nice.
as provided by Diablo Bob CITC.
So let me roll on the fumble chart.
Well, you gotta roll a d6 first. Remember?
Yeah. I told you I needed to roll on the fumble chart. I rolled a 5.
That's a fumble.
Your fumble effect chart takes just a second to load all 200 of Rob's fumble effects. And
Tyken, I preload that shit.
Tie the D6 to the fumble chart so you only have to do it in one roll.
There is actually said table, Drake, in that you can actually hotkey that table so that it'll roll your d6 for you and then do the table. That is in there.
true, and that works if you actually rolled a fumble automatically. It would do all that, but
Right, but if someone buys it in the chat, you can do it where you click that table, and then it'll roll a d6, and if it's a 3 through 6, it'll roll the thing. It's awesome.
yeah, that's cool.
One click rather.
So your target experiences the effects of rage for 1d4 rounds. Nice.
Oh, snap.
I appreciate that. So and Rob has made an effect, it says. So let me type in rage.
Was he shooting at Joe or at?
Rage. I'm sorry, what was the question?
Was he shooting at Joe or Mog?
He was shooting at Joe.
Oh, Joe.
And it is for a D4 rounds, so that many rounds. And let me set that.
Joe's raging.
No, not Joe. Oh, I get rage.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
nice.
Yeah,
your
he was
target.
shooting at you.
So
the
he
target.
fumbled. Your
You're the
target
target,
gets
yeah.
rage. That's awesome.
All right, I
You
got
gotta
it.
remember that swear word because it's a good word.
Yeah,
I
Get to
need to-
rage.
I need to find that rage that we have for.
Oh yeah,
is it-
yeah.
That's a good one. I like that one.
Very good one.
And I'm sorry, but the goblin and the stream sounds just have to stop for right now.
Chat loves them.
Set up to like 10%, 20%.
I
Ooh,
just
quiet
gonna
quiet
stop
is
it.
kind of inviting though.
Yeah, just for a moment here, as we as he shoots and Joe gets pissed. He's like, "You quit shooting at me, you little Clyde."
Clyde, okay, I'm going to dash so that I end up here and not 50 foot away.
Can you use your monkey arms to dash faster?
Drake?
Do you have like
He's got to be in a forested area to, he can swing from
Yeah.
tree to tree.
and only on his turn?
Yep.
No, it only works in the Feywild.
Now I cannot see these two fuckers behind the bush, right?
Correct. You know they're back there, and you can hear them twanging and shooting
But
through
I
this
can't.
thicket.
They're all full covered and all
you
that.
can-
Okay, so
Yeah, you can kind of make them out a little bit.
but
if
I
you wanna-
dashed, so I can't really do anything else anyway. So I'm good.
Yeah.
All right.
Casper's gonna dash to where he's at on the map.
All right. He's like, he kind of laughs a little bit as Mog pours water out of his boot.
As a bonus action, then he will cast Shillelagh, his quarterstaff, just in case he gets within melee range.
So you make your stick get bigger. Is that what you actually do? Is that
My
is that-
stick gets shinier as it says Shenane.
Shenane. And Joe
Joe!
finally.
This is
Joe
out
has been, Joe has been hasted and given a critical hit, both by Diablo Bob double CITC.
Roll a d6. See, that's why I don't like the
Roll a
d6, because I like you guys to roll it. All right, so no effect.
All right, so Joe is pissed, so he is going to run and hop over.
Wait, how did the tokens get unlocked?
I
Were they
don't know.
never locked? Okay.
Bob, don't forget to take your movement off your height off of your token.
So he is going to take a short hop over the stream.
Really short people jokes now.
Oh, he did. No, sorry, never mind. Forget about me.
Can you clear 10 feet with
Easy.
what's your strength?
Oh, strength.
Is a 10. So what's the rule on jumping?
It's
I think 10 is the magic number, so I think you're okay. So you jump over like barely, like whoa, just to the edge of the muck, like.
He's angry.
But you're fine. And
And I whip out my rapier, and I critically hit this bastard in front of me.
you like stab him right in the throat. He's like, he's got pudding, and you like, and he's like,
Nice.
he goes to scream, and you're like,
Jello pudding.
and the guy behind him is like fumbling, trying to get another arrow out of his quiver. He's like,
And then with my hasted action, I'm going to step forward, and I'm going to cast Booming Blade on Musky Whiskers.
Booming blade.
He's like, he says something in Goblin, and he drops his bow, and he throws his hands up.
Oh, you bastard.
As you
A
see,
crit
like
and a minimum
jerk,
damage.
and what is that's a rapier? Okay, so
Yeah.
you like
Whatever.
stab him in the freaking chest, and it like comes out of his rib cage, out of his side. He's like, do you speak Goblin?
No, I speak Dwarvish, and I'm cursing at him in Dwarvish the whole time.
Yeah, he doesn't understand what you're saying, and you don't understand what he's saying, but he doesn't have his hands up anymore. He's clenching the blood that's spurting out of his chest. He's like, and
I'm
it's
close
getting
enough
on
to
your
hear him
boots
though, and
stuff.
I do speak Goblin.
I offhand punch him in the face.
I do too, but I figure he's just saying I give up, so Mog keeps his mouth shut.
That's exactly. He's like, Musky Whiskers gives up. Don't hurt me. You're gonna offhand
No, I'm not.
punch him? Oh.
I have my bow in my offhand, so I'm
Oh yeah, true.
at my rapier.
Taunt.
All right, so I'm gonna walk up 25 feet and shoot into the bush, trusting that
Yeah,
the
you
goddess of
can't.
luck will help me.
Yeah, go ahead and just take an arrow off your sheet and pass your turn, please.
Damage one of your party members.
It's too thick down there to shoot through. You kind of have to be, up in this area somewhere to shoot through that.
Oh,
blind.
Joe's rage was only 1 round. Boo.
Yeah, I rolled a 1.
He's not going to survive this round anyway. As I slam him through the throat.
He's like,
Yay!
falls to the
Instant
ground.
death. Instant death.
Actually, somehow you pierced his head off. You don't know how. You're like, and it's stuck to your end of your rapier. You're like, and you fling it, and it goes flying over the thicket and lands at Clyde's feet. Dunk, dunk, dunk. And
Nice.
the goblin's
Blood.
eyes are looking up at Mog like.
I react like a college football field goal kicker, and I just boot it right away when it comes at me.
I'll walk
I
out
guess
of
that
the
would be
bush,
more soccer.
look
I thought you
over,
were
and
going to do a medicine
Mog.
check to make sure it's
I'm just
dead.
going to grin at him.
Well,
and
it could be.
Here's-
You see
That
a
was
hand
the cheetah in the chat.
pop up out of the thicket. Two.
That was a cheat and the chat, yeah.
So
Undia.
I take it you don't speak Goblin, so I give you your first lesson right here. And then Mog repeats the Goblin saying, "I give up, I give up." And he said, "That means I'm going to kill you and kill all your family."
Perfect. I will remember
If
that.
they ever say that, and they say that all the time, I'm going to kill you and all that family.
And I just look at the two of them and decide not to say anything.
I totally believe it.
So I'm gonna take you guys out of initiative order for the moment, and I have unlocked the tokens, and I'll clear these dead goblins.
Hey, Joe, you missed it when Mog went into the water. He hit a rock the wrong way and fell right on his face in the middle of the water. That's why he's soaking wet. It was so funny. And I'm pulling my crossbow bolt out of the goblin. Not sure how it. Hey, did you see this? I'll pick up the goblin first with my crossbow bolt in it. And see, told you I want to hit it. And then I'll pick take my bolt out of it.
Mog takes his other boot off and tries to dump the water over the halfling's head.
All right, so you guys, as you get close to this cave entrance, not only do you hear some sounds coming from inside, it smells. You can smell the smoke that's coming out. It kind of irritates your eyes just a little bit. The smoke. But it definitely, not only do you smell a little bit of wood burning, but something cooking, some kind of meat. You're not quite sure what kind of meat it is. If anyone is proficient in any kind of chefing or cooking or anything, I might give you a roll.
Survival?
Anybody?
I'm proficient
No,
in poisoner's kit. I'm used to stinky things, poisonous
no,
smells.
it's definitely you would have to roll your Emerald Lagasse roll or something.
How about stone cunning? Like I can tell, like
What
stone is around the fire pit.
Yeah, give me your stone cutting roll.
Yeah.
There's some rock.
I don't think I even coded that.
You
Yeah.
you think they're cooking on basalt? You don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. No, he makes beer and smiths things. So and he eats whatever Mama puts in front of him.
Is the cave lit or is it dark in there?
There is a little bit of light shining in from outside, but you don't see any source of light inside the cave there.
All right,
I'm searching the goblin bodies.
Is Mog still?
The goblins each have short swords or scimitars and and short bows.
And I'm gonna.
They're not carrying any money. Between the two of them, you can get 2 rations, but it's like you're not quite sure what they are, what the meat is.
Hey guys, so they got some rations and some arrows over here if you guys want any. And
I'll
Well,
pick
help yourself.
the arrows. Maybe.
anyone
so-
else want some of this rations?
Pass.
So you guys are like, having loud conversations and talking, and you can kind of hear it echoing inside the cave a little bit, your voices and stuff.
No, some
And-
people are having loud conversations, not all of us.
Right? Just inside the cave mouth, there's on the east side, there's a few uneven stone steps that lead up to a small chamber, and the cave narrows to a steep fissure on the far end.
Come on, you. Taunt.
I'm going to
You
cast
go
light
As
on the top of my head.
do you guys peek around the corner? Those with dark vision can see into this thing, and Casper blindly goes in a little bit, and
I lit a torch before I entered the cave.
okay. Out of the darkness come running several wolves.
Hello.
Savage snarls and the sounds of rattling trains greet your ears, where 3 wolves are chained up inside the opening.
Where are they located?
Here, I'm gonna drop the encounter like this.
They're surrounding Casper. He's in the middle of a pack.
He just wandered right in the middle of them all.
And hold
Yeah.
on, I'm moving you off my pin, Casper. I'll put you back to where you got to. As these things come running out, and you see there's
I wasn't
chains
too
on
far
their
off.
neck,
Holy shit.
and they were just kind of laying around in the darkness as you turn the corner. And I'm gonna say you got to hear as these things come running up. And we're gonna have initiative right now. So let me push you guys that and give you guys this. So
Do we want to
Joe,
take a break
you're-
before we start?
Yeah, that sounds like a perfect plan. 10-minute break.
Okay, 10-minute, everybody.
And I'm gonna stop all these sounds too.
So, for those of you watching the stream, we are going to take a 10-minute break. I will put a counter on that so you guys can go grab a snack or, leave the stream for, and you can check to see when it's coming back. I also will change this slide for next week's game by opening Photoshop, Adobe Photoshop, which I pay monthly for because Photoshop. I used to have student status when I was taking a class, and then I'm not taking any classes right now, but when I had student status, you could get like everything Adobe has for like 3 cents a month. And then if you're not student, it costs like some kind of crazy $60 a month or something. So I only use I pay individually for Photoshop and Adobe Acrobat, which I think are 10 and 15 a piece, so it costs me $25 a month. It's a sad story. I don't like it. I don't like the subscription model that everybody in the world has now, but it's pretty smart business-wise. Because you get people to give you money over and over. And then even people quit and they forget and they don't know. And then they're getting charged monthly on their credit card and they don't even realize it. And it's a pretty smart proprietary, I should say predatory business practice. I don't like it. Yeah. plays, how do I cut my soul up into 12 pieces? Exactly. But I mean, for what I do with DM's Guild and all my business and streaming and everything, I really do use it. I do use it a very minimum of twice a week, but probably more like 10 or 20 times a week to change, stuff like what I'm doing now. So it does get used. But the minute I retire from streaming, I'll be shutting that shit down that day. I will not forget. All right, what I did do was I forgot what the hell I'm doing. What am I doing? Oh yeah, save as.
I love you, man.
Gorbidal just subscribed for 24 months in a row. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Gorbidal. All right, so that slide should have changed. Yeah, there it is. Tomorrow, we'll be doing DM's Guild Product Showcase where you can come by and ask us questions, and we shall, give examples of what you guys might want to see or whatever. Lost Mine of Phandelver, 1023, Episode 3. That's right. Oh, that must mean Halloween is on a Sunday, because if the Saturday after that is the 30th, then the 31st would be a Sunday, which we are doing a Fantasy Grounds show that day. We don't pull any punches. I turn all my lights off and pretend I'm not home. Fuck kids and their candy grubbing Halloween bullshit. All right, that's enough anger out of me for the next few minutes. I'm going to go to the kitchen and somehow find a snack. Yo yo.
Why? Zoom out a little bit, Rob, on that map. Can you guys see further down? What? Like
Joe can?
That's
Oh, okay.
Clyde's vision right there.
Just the way it's working on my end, it looks like it's showing part of the map that you couldn't see, but it doesn't.
I can see up to there is about it.
So, is that the new thing? Is you gotta hover over the token and hold down to see player view? Huh. Eh,
What?
Like now, before I used to just select your token and I could see what you see, right?
Yeah, you have enable player view turned on the map, I assume.
Yeah. So now I have to hold the mouse button on your token to see what you see. Like hold it down.
Weird.
Just like Control P does, same thing.
Paste.
Maybe they changed it? I don't know. Or there's a setting I don't know about. But anyways, we're back, I think. I haven't heard Rob.
I'm here. Am I
He's
not?
stuffing his face with Ritz. What do you got?
Yeah, you can't hear me?
We can hear you.
We can hear you.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm here.
You didn't say anything. That's why. We're back.
No, I've been saying stuff.
Let me start up some of the sounds again since they were so cool. So you guys crept in. No, you didn't. You just stomped in, making all kinds of commotion, talking about how many arrows you guys collected, and Casper kind of hops up the steps and starts walking in, and out of the darkness, these chained up wolves come running. You can hear their chains rattling, and one of them comes running right towards Casper, who's like, he's kind of pedals a little bit as he just gets his torch lit, and it starts to light up this cave. And Joe, you're like standing in the stream. It's about waist high here. The water is kind of forcing you to concentrate on keeping your balance. So you're going to have disadvantage on any attack rolls while you're standing in the stream.
Well, I'm going to take a step forward. So
Okay. So you kind of
bank.
scamper up the bankment a little bit. It's about 3 or 4 feet to get up there, right? So you kind of got to climb up there. So it costs you 10 feet of movement to get up there.
That's fine.
And right in your face is a butt, a halfling butt. It's like directly in your face.
It's a butt.
So Casper is going to grab said butt and pull him backwards.
Now you will be moving him out of a threatened square involuntarily. How does that work? Does that provoke?
Mm-mm.
No.
Is it involuntarily though?
If
it's not.
Provoking
it's
is
not
when
it's not,
you use your own movement. That's provoking.
This sounds like you're like bending the rules a little, doesn't it?
It does.
Dragging
It totally does.
somebody out of. So first you're gonna have to grab Casper.
Okay. You want me to make an attack roll against him?
Yeah, you gotta grapple him. So you like sneak attack, grab him by the taint. You grab him by the taint. And what is your little light butt and all your crap weigh? Since Joe's only got a 10 strength, I think you're fine, but
Yeah, I literally only need to pull it back 5 feet.
Yeah, 76.11 plus 40.
So where are you gonna put him? He can't be in your square.
I'm moving back 1 and pulling him to where I was.
So you like,
I'm just falling back.
yeah, you just kind of fall back into the, Give me a acrobatics check, and Casper, do you go with him? I guess you don't have a choice. You're grappled, so
Yeah, he grabs me and just yanks me back.
yeah,
Like,
yeah. You're
I'm totally by surprise, and Joe's all like,
Wow, yeah, how long you had that one queued up? That was amazing.
I think you can end a grapple at any time, or do you have to do it on your turn?
I think he can just release it.
Yeah. So do you end the grapple? Okay.
Or do you keep giving me a wedgie? Like, just come on.
Clyde, you're at the bottom of these steps, and this wolf's like, comes running up, and you can see his chain getting taunter and taunter, and you got this big glaive, but the ceiling's kind of low in here and stuff, and you're just gonna have like a -2 to like swing this big ass glaive at him if that's what you're trying to do, or are
Really?
you gonna try to shooting
Am
him?
I going to be restricted now by low ceilings? Is that a thing? I didn't even know that's a thing.
Well, you got these long ass arms and this 10-foot pole, and the ceiling's only like 5 foot high. So you imagine swinging a glaive.
The ceiling is 5 feet high.
Yeah, to get into that area is only 5 feet high.
We're all
So if I go in where the wolves are, I have to duck because it's only 5 feet
Yeah,
high.
you have to squeeze through the opening, but once you're inside, it opens up and you could freely swing away. So if you wanted to move up into like this square or something, you wouldn't have any negatives.
All right. Well, I'm not sure I
But you're
understand
just
what you're
kinda
doing, but I'll
reaching-
mark a
you-
-2 and then swing away here.
You're
Yeah,
just trying to.
stay back and poke.
Doesn't
Like it
fucking matter,
mattered.
bitches.
And go ahead and roll damage.
Suck it, wolf.
All right. So the target is not going to suffer the damage roll for this attack each round until healed, because he's dead.
Yeah. All right.
He doesn't have ongoing 15.
I actually will move a little bit out of the way in case people want to come and crowd in here, so I'll go up there.
So you a glaive's the axe, right? Or is
No.
it like the little sword?
Glaive is like a really long pole with a blade at the end.
Yeah, so he's just like right into this wolf's skull. Thud! He's like, yipe! He just drops to the ground like 10 of bricks. Thud! And this one like jerks on his chain as far as he can get, gets to here, rawr, and snips, like he reaches out and snips at Casper with his bite, just trying to grab a hold of Casper.
As Casper's trying to, like, take care of his wedgie that he just got.
Yeah. And Casper's like, and he kind of jumps out of the way as this wolf like snips at him. And Casper's got this torch in his hand. He's like, whoosh, 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 flashing it at this wolf.
Casper will just, like, at this point, so much is going on. He's just like, screw this! And he'll disengage and run after Clyde. Help me! He's just so discombobulated, he'll even, like, run past.
Are you going to squeeze past him?
Yes.
Excuse me, pardon me.
And that's it.
All right, let's see. When you guys get up here and pull the other room, let me tell you what happens. Son
of a bitch! He's just running scared, with those light, his torch and shit.
So the stream passage continues up beyond another set of uneven steps ahead, bending eastward as it goes, and you can hear like what's the sounds of a waterfall, and like a larger cavern echoing up ahead of you. And there's a rickety bridge that spans over the passage, but the bridge is like 20 feet above the stream, and on top of the bridge there's a goblin on the bridge, on the far side of the bridge. Let's see, can your torchlight? Yeah, easily shines over there. over there. See him? And he sees you, and he goes, "Ah, and something down the hallway. And those that speak Goblin can understand this. He says, let's see, what does he say?
He says he's gonna kill me and my family.
Oh, wait, he's supposedly hiding. Let me roll his hide to see if you can actually see him or not. Roll me a perception check. Let's see if you can see his
Probably not.
hiding butt. Yeah, no, probably not. So, never mind. You can easily see him. What was the double roll?
Me.
Oh, Joe, too?
Yeah, Joe. Visible.
Yeah, Joe. Both of you guys can see him. He's like crouched down. He's trying to hide, but the torch is just shining right in his face. So you can easily see him, and he's kind of pops his head up, and he says, "Invaders! Invaders!" And he yells in Goblin. So those that understand Goblin can understand what he says.
Is it his turn?
No, it's your
No,
turn.
that's what he says. He says it as a free action. It's your turn, Mog.
I will say to the rest of the party, as a free action in common, we're fucked.
Huh. Mog could probably hear that. Not sure he could hear the goblin. And you said walking in the stream is difficult terrain, right?
As you get into the cave, it's virtually impossible to walk in the stream, like because there's like little waterfalls and it's kind of rushing. So
Like I can get there.
Let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20,
COVID.
25 to get there. Yeah.
That's my full movement. Oh.
Yeah. So you climb out of the. You climb out of the bank and you scramble up, and just snipping at your head is this wolf above you, reaching down trying to grab a hold of your the top of your head.
Really? Okay.
He's got a chain on his neck, and he's like
he's
stretched
being
almost
held
as
by a
far as he
chain?
can. Yeah, he's
Okay.
stretched almost as far as he can. He's like, he's biting at you. And there's another one behind him, and there's a dead one laying in the middle of the room.
Yeah, I'm not gonna mess with them then, if he can't reach me. So that was
Oh,
my
he
full
can bite
movement
you from where
there.
he's at.
Okay.
He can
well, then
attack
he'll have
the
to
square
try.
adjacent to him.
He'll have to try then.
Oh, he will. He wants some dwarf lunch.
Okay.
He will try to snip at you. He doesn't have pack tactics currently because his buddy hasn't joined him. But as you go like ducking and running, matter of fact, since it's kind of low there, I'm gonna also give him the -2 penalty that I since it's kind of you're ducking down. It's like 4 feet up, kind of 3 feet up, and he's reaching down trying to bite you, and you're a dwarf and you can kind of squat down. So he's got a -2 to hit you on that as you go running by, and he totally fumbles. He like.
Hope he chokes.
And he does. He coughs up. He's like, ha! As he tries to bite you, and he gets his beard, some of your beard, like hair, like as you're running by, it's like flowing behind you, and some of it gets caught in his throat, and he gags on it, and he coughs up 5 temporary hit points to you. He's like,
oh, nice. Cool. Well, I'll take that and use my action to, let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20. Can I get to this point right here between the two of these guys? Like on that ledge?
You will be squeezing, but yes. Wait, did we get a double
token? There's a token stack going on.
Somehow we got a token stack. How do you get token stacking done?
Approve my move.
Oh, that. All right, let's do here. I'll move the tokens around. I'll put you there, and
Yeah.
so you got to there, and then 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 to get to there. Yeah, and you're squeezing. So if that comes into play, I'll have you apply the effect. But taunt.
All right, so I'm going to move up. I had cast light on myself, so I'm going to cast resistance on myself. And as I move up, my eyes are getting really big. I look at Joe. Those sound really mean. I bet you Casper was afraid. Was his eyes really big when they came and tried to bite him? I'm going to look around the corner. I bet you it was really funny, wasn't it?
Yeah, he's got a big hole in his.
No, it's a brownstone. Is that where you grabbed me by the tank?
Yeah. So this goblin he steps up onto the bridge over here. I think. Shift. Yeah. And he's got a short bow in his hand, and he looks down and he's yelling, Intruder, you know, in Goblin, sounding like the guy from Fantasy Island. The plane. And you can hear coming from. Oh no, one second.
As he's saying intruder, he looks at Casper and he goes, huh? He thinks you're his wife. He's calling you up there. He must be attracted to you.
Yeah, you guys start to hear some commotion.
Can we tell which direction it's coming from?
Definitely up the stream.
This stream doesn't happen to be named Shit Creek, does it?
It kind of sort of does.
Shit Creek.
Like some hammering, maybe some metal on stone noises. You hear up there.
So, Mog, what's that?
And this
stone
goblin
noise?
is up on. Remember, this bridge is like 20 feet up, and it spans over. The cavern is open up here, pretty high, and he's about 5 feet from the ceiling, you know, above his head. But and you can see that there's a passageway on both sides of this bridge, and it's a rickety kind of bridge, and he's up on top of it, and he shoots down at. Taunt does not perceive goblin due to being hidden. That's pretty funny right there. Let's see. He is going to shoot at Casper with the torch, with a short bow. So he fires an arrow down at Casper, who's running up with his torch out. He's like, twang! And this thing like catches Casper, like, expire. That's a pretty cool extension. I like that stealth extension. I don't know if you guys can see all that, but
We
it
can.
says attackers hidden from target should attack be at advantage. He wasn't hidden anymore, but it still was picking up that hidden. And now it has expired on him. That's pretty cool. As he shoots Casper, and it hits him in like the front of the thigh, and sinks into the just into the muscle, like whap. He's like, yeah. And that's his turn.
Better than taking an arrow to the knee.
The second wolf comes like charging up and stretches his chain out like rah, 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 and they're snipping, trying to, and you can hear them stretching this chain. You can hear a little bit, and they're snipping, but they're not like super aggressive at the moment because there's no one right in front of them currently. I mean, they're barking and scratching and snipping a little bit, but there's no one in the square in front of them. The bridge gets to go. The bridge does some bridge stuff and passes its turn.
What? The bridge?
Second round, Taunt, top of round 2. You can clearly hear these wolves on the other side.
Oh yeah, I'm looking at them and peeking my head around the corner. I'm gonna say, I'm gonna hold my hand out. We got my crossbow in my right hand. I'm gonna hold my hand out and use Joe to keep my balance as I run, sprint by up between skirt to the edge of the water. I don't want to get in the water, and I don't want to get bit by a wolf, so I'm gonna run up to here. So I'll disengage as I'm to get up there.
So you like crouch down and you go running up there. There's a wolf like around the corner is snipping, and he's as you go by, these two wolves get really aggressive and they start tugging on their chains, and you can hear like something wiggling in the back, like stone like cracking kind of sound. Joe.
Joe is actually going to take a shot at this wolf right in front of him.
Well, remember, you're going to have disadvantage because you're standing in the stream.
Okay. I'll take disadvantage and take a shot at him.
That's a hit. With disadvantage, no problem. You sink an arrow into him. He yelps in pain and holds his little paw up and whimpers. Like, you hurt me bad. But
And then
doesn't die.
Down just a little bit and off to the side, just so I'm not in the river, and then I'll come back next round.
Actually, you get a extra to your movement when you're moving downstream. You know, so you get 20 feet of movement. So wolf number 1. Hold on, let me see this pen here. DC 15 strength check. Ooh, let's see. Wolf tries to break free.
Now, would I have gotten sneak attack on that?
No, you had disadvantage.
Disadvantage, that's right. But
the old disadvantage really screws the rogue.
Yeah.
Especially when you have sunlight sensitivity. It's like, ow!
Yep.
So these wolves are like jerking and pulling on this on these chains, and you can hear a little bit of a cracking going on, but nothing, not a kraken, but some cracking.
It's the Kraken.
Yeah, they're not having any luck with it. Clyde.
All right, Clyde. Clyde is, I guess, gonna take a shot at the goblin on the bridge. I mean, the wolves don't seem to be any danger to us at the moment. So,
yeah, I don't think you have any penalties to shoot up at him.
Great.
Other than you fumble.
My penalty is I suck.
So you like shoot this. You like pull back your bow to shoot, and you let go of the wrong end, and it freaking the bow flies back and hits you right in the nose, and
Nice.
you paralyze yourself for a round.
Oh my god, that is fucked up.
Yeah, but it's so funny. That was excellent. Do that again.
I can't do it again. I'm paralyzed. I'm so sorry. I can't do it again.
And let me give you the 1 round. So the goblin up on the bridge, he pulls out another arrow. This one's got like a little hook to it.
Oh shit!
Like, you know, they're goblin arrows. And he's going to take a shot down at you guys. And I'm going to roll a d6. This time it's at the dwarf there that's squeezing on the edge. He's like it's like trying to keep his balance on the edge of this crumbly like little ledge and stuff. He's like and this thing shoots down at him with this short bow.
Well, it is fairly
Twang!
easy to him because I am a small size. So.
You got a big butt though. You got a
He had
big butt.
advantage.
Oh,
Yeah, because you're squeezing.
Ah. That's
Everybody
how
thinks
comes
it's
into
fine
play.
to squeeze until you actually get hit from an attack because you're squeezing. And then so this arrow, like as you like slip a little and it like sinks right into your right butt cheek, but it bounces off because you had like a wallet in your butt cheek pocket.
I've got
there.
buns of steel.
I lift things up and I flinch them down. And he's going to kind of move across the bridge and kind of duck around the corner. He's like, nah! And he runs across the bridge, and you can hear him go, "Flood, flood!" He says in Goblin. As you guys start to hear some water coming, Casper.
uh-oh. So what does the area right across us look like?
There is a description of that. The main passage from the cave mouth climbs steeply upward. The stream plunging and splashing down its west side. In the shadows, a side passageway leads west across the other side of the stream. It looks like it's choked with rubble and debris, though.
Casper
And
has
it's kind of
received
up. It's like way up there, so you kind of have to like scramble and climb up there.
potion of healing from Matakiri, CITC.
Thank you. Yay, not minimum. Alright, so Casper will, like, ask Mug, what's that sound?
Yeah.
What is your
I
stone
told you,
coming?
it's my stomach.
Mog, you see like water starting to fill the cavern up ahead of you, like as a wave of water comes pouring down towards you guys.
They're flooding the cavern.
What's Casper gonna do?
Casper,
It's about 10 feet tall, this wave of water coming.
Casper is going to run up and try to climb the rickety bridge.
It's 20 feet up.
Yep, so I can get 10 foot up.
Well, that first you have to roll a athletics check to see how well you climb.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. So you don't have second story work or anything. So yeah, you could climb up 5, 10, 50. What do you do with this torch?
It's, since I'm small, I'm used to like strapping it to my backpack.
What do you mean you're used to it? You haven't done that yet, which would take an
okay.
action to do so.
Well,
so
then,
you have this
instead
torch in
of
your
climbing,
hand, and you look. I mean, you could try to hold it in your mouth or something, but you give the DM an opportunity to give you 1 point of damage if it burns you.
you know what? I'm actually going to try to use it like a climbing peg.
Yeah, it doesn't work so well, but you do climb up 10 feet, though.
Okay.
But the torch didn't help you at all.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, give me an acrobatics check to see if you can actually hold on to this as you're climbing.
I'll let go of
Which
it
is
if it
probably
causes
pretty good.
issues.
Yeah, you don't have any problem holding on to it. You're like, yeah, you climb up and So you're about 10 feet down, so you can put your elevation at 10 if you like.
Alt, right?
Alt, yeah.
All right. Since I'm holding this torch, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm holding on.
Closing down some of these wolf sounds. What do you mean? You're holding on? Yeah, you're just hanging there. You found a perch and you're just kind of hanging up there. But as you do climb up, this wave of water comes pouring down, just like right underneath the bridge, and kind of brushes the bottom of your feet and stuff as it comes by. And I need to push
Mog
a
is
saving
jumping.
throw.
Oh.
That's not your turn. The wave is getting to you just on initiative of a 10. So I didn't have it in there's no NPC as the initiative, but you guys need to give me a dexterity saving throw.
Inspiration.
Including
Oh.
Casper.
Yeah.
Well, it's lucky the DC was a 14. Oh, wait. No, I'm not using my inspiration because I'm paralyzed. I can't do that. I auto fail.
Shit.
Yeah, I'm
It
fucked.
did say auto fail. It did say auto fail too. And Taunt, why did that not trigger?
It did.
Give me 1
Says
second.
reroll 221. Are you asking about the sound?
Yeah. Is that the normal? Is that the normal chat trigger right there? Do you guys see that roll? Reroll D2 equals 1.
Well, he had advantage, so it rolled twice. So it re-rolled the second die, which had rolled a 1.
Die 2.
Yeah, so you'll have to set it up as. Yeah, it's because of the advantage that it put the D2 in there.
Yeah, I'm just trying to set up the chat trigger and don't know which one it was. So should I put reroll
Just
as a chat trigger?
I can help you set up one that with multiple chat triggers to handle all the cases later.
Yeah, it would be
now reroll will work.
D2 equals 1 would be the trigger.
Reroll D1 equals 1, D2 equals 1, have 2 different chat triggers for the same.
Yeah, but reroll would work too because it's the only time you ever do a reroll, right? Pretty much.
No, there's weapons that do reroll.
Weapons.
Well,
and
I still would be okay with a ha on a weapons reroll too. That's kind of funny.
Then yeah, you could just.
And do I apply the play button or just the link?
Sound link.
Just the link. All right, maybe that's why it didn't work because I think I had the play button.
Yeah, the play button won't work.
All right, maybe it'll work again. Let's see. No, we'll have to work on that because that didn't work.
There it goes.
That is never gonna
be. I manually applied that, so.
That's funny.
All right, let's see. I got too much crap open now. What were we doing? Oh, the dex saves. So everybody made the dex saving throw. The DC was a 10. To avoid being swept away, except for Clyde. Clyde automatically failed it. So Clyde can attempt a DC strength saving throw to hold on. I think you're automatically going to fail that too, though, right?
Am I? I'll use my inspiration on that if I can.
Well, I think
Auto fail.
yeah, you
Well,
auto
fuck
fail.
me.
Yeah. So you are swept. A creature that fails to get out of the way can which you can't do. On a failed save, the creature is knocked prone and washed down to. Washed down to here.
Hey, what's up?
And you take
So.
and you take as you're bouncing off the rocks and stuff, you take 1 point of damage. So
Is that what it sounds like?
and you can mark yourself prone if you wouldn't mind. And that was the flood. Mog. So you're like you're on the end of this ledge and water blasts over you, but you're like kind of tucked to the side a little. You like get behind these stairs or whatever as the water washes over you, and you see Clyde go tumbling behind you because he's paralyzed, right? His nose is busted. He's like, "Oh, fudge splash!" Whoosh.
Wow. Now I've got to say that was funny. Looking here, across there, being a dwarf, knowing something about stone, does it look like we can get up through that passage with some work or something? What
You think? Give me a stone cutting roll.
stone cutting is? It's a history with double proficiency in it. Stone cutting.
Yeah, your stone cutting definitely tells you that usually passages that are passable, you can climb through.
Mm-hmm.
But since you're down, you're across the way, and that is like 6 or 7 feet up to that ledge up there, and the bottom part is rubble and stuff.
Right.
You don't know how far the cavern goes, but with your stone cutting, you can see some cobwebs and stuff, and they're kind of blowing towards you. And you deduce with your stone
there's
cutting
air moving.
that passage may be open up there, but it looks very difficult to get up there. Like you almost have to climb.
Like, what if I took Taunt and shoved him up that hole?
We don't have halfling tossing in D&D anymore. They took that out in 4th edition.
Taunt, you think you can get in that hole up there? I'll help you. I'll put you in that hole.
So I'm watching Clyde bounce off the rocks and stuff, and what hole? Huh? What? Did you
No, I
see?
know. That's
Did
so
you see?
funny. I can't hardly help myself. I'm busting a gut here.
Yes. Oh yeah, I can climb up that. Yeah, that's so funny. But did you see him?
So, Mog is going to take a rope out, hand one end of the rope to Taunt, and then he's going to kind of take a step back here. And
So you move back 5 feet and you hand the end of the rope to Taunt.
Yeah, 5.
Take a rope out. So you've drawn
And-
something out.
Yeah, and I think I can just. I mean, this isn't even 5 feet across here. I think I can just jump across it.
Yeah, if your strength check, a standing long jump is, I think,
Your strength modifier.
Strength,
your strength
modifier,
yeah.
is 3 feet then. So my strength modifier is 3.
Yeah, so you're going to be a little short.
A little well, yeah.
No, your strength score. It's half your strength score.
That's what I thought.
And you make if you have
It's
10,
half your strength score.
then
Yeah,
you can
so
move
Standing long jump?
Yeah, if it's you have 10 feet of movement, it's your full strength score. If it's a standing, you move half that distance.
Oh, it's the high jump. The high jump is your strength mod.
That's right.
Right.
The high jump is your
High jump
strength mod.
strength
Yeah.
mod.
So yeah, you can jump over there, but it's rough. It's really like,
I'm gonna take my foot and
It's
scrape some
choked
of it
with-
away, and Yeah,
Choked
try
with
to get
rubble
some
and stuff.
solid footing here, and then
No.
I'll-
This side is choked with rubble.
right. That's what I said. I'm gonna once I get over there, I'm going to kind of use my foot and scrape some of this away and try to get anchored so I can help Taunt get across here. But that would be my move, my action, and all that stuff.
He still comes up a little short because he's a dwarf.
Oh,
Now that you're over there looking at this, the section above you looks pretty like loose, right? Like somebody piled these rocks up in here loosely. It doesn't look very secure.
okay.
Joe,
All right, Joe is gonna try and duck and get a bead on this wolf. He needs a new wolfskin pelt, and so he wants to take a shot. Is he gonna have any minuses?
no, you're probably all right.
Alrighty, so he is gonna take a shot at this thing.
You have yourself targeted.
Oh. Well, I critically
did you?
myself.
No, you critically, but you automatically missed the wolf. You fumbled on the wolf with no effect. So
Okay. Yeah.
Ouch.
So these wolves are they're see Taunt there right around the corner, and they're kind of snipping and growling and grinding and pulling on this, trying to
The water doesn't phase them at all.
the wave of water that washed the Clyde by. Yeah, they look a little like they got wet and stuff. But now that the wave is gone and Taunt is still there, they're like, "Rawr, food, rawr," and they're trying to get to him, and they're pulling on this chain. They can't reach him, but they're trying to pull this chain loose. And let's see, let me reread this. The character, no one did that. No one did that. Patreon and the characters remain in sight. The wolves attempt a single DC strength check. On the first success, they loosen it. So they haven't succeeded yet. So that one hasn't. And let's see if this one does. That one hasn't. So yeah, this chain, they got it secured pretty good. It's like, they're like, "Rah, rah," they're choking themselves too. Like when you take your dog for a walk, he's like, Casper.
So the water has receded now.
Yeah, it was just a big whoosh flood of water that comes barreling down and washes, away, and it kind of goes back to its normal stream.
Do I see this goblin?
You do not. I don't think you can see him. Can you?
Well, on the map visually from my angle I can, but I know I'm attached to the underside of this bridge.
How you possibly can even see him? I don't understand.
No, I was just asking because you said it's a rickety bridge. I didn't.
No,
know
I
if
meant
there's
on the map. How do you even see him? I don't even know how you can see him.
Because he sees that tiny corner. Oh, as a player?
As a character.
That guy?
Yeah. Yeah.
There's no line of
I'm
sight
right here.
in the goblin.
What's that? There's a whole corner here that.
Yeah, I'm in front of the corner.
Oh, I'm thinking Taunt. Sorry, the wrong halfling. I'm thinking Taunt. Never mind. Yeah. You can see
do
him
that all day.
Yeah, I mean, you could like through the bridge planks and stuff. You can see him up there. He's like, he's got his bow out. He looks like he's going to come back around, and then his eyes meet you as you're climbing up, and he's looking down at you. He's like, he says something in Goblin. Do you speak Goblin?
No. But
No.
clearly he was saying something about his enjoying his mother's company last night.
Wow.
Yeah. He
So it
said,
seems you're starting to understand now.
You're the one who made my baby brother, aren't you?
Kill me, Uncle Jake. Anyway.
So you got like this torch in your hand. You got it wedged in the thing. You're holding on here. You're kind of getting a little shaky. Your feet are wet and damp because the water just blew past you. This bridge is kind of swinging a little. What are you gonna do?
I'm basically gonna try to hop back and kind of drop down to the normal stone, and as I do that, I'm going to try to thorn whip his ass and yank him off the edge.
So you do realize it's 10 feet down, right? So there is such
Yeah.
a thing as falling damage, and you get knocked prone. So that happens before anything else can happen. Is falling damage is because you can
okay.
fall 500 feet on your round. So
Okay, well then I will just actually try to thorn whip him from where I am.
Thorn Whip, does it require any somatic or verbal, or what does Thorn Whip require? Kind of hard to do
Yep,
somatic
you're right.
and cling into a wall and hold
You're
the
right.
torch.
Here, I will climb down then.
Oh, that's easy enough. Give me an athletics check. Let's see how well you climb down. If you fail by 5 or more, you fall.
Athletics.
And a 1 is a fall.
Okay, so
It didn't re-roll. Wait, I think the DC is a 10. So yeah. Oh, you got a 6. Oh, wait, a -1. No, you did get a 5.
Yeah. I fall.
So yeah, so you do fall. Let me give you some falling damage. D6. And if you could you did take damage, so you do end up prone. That's the way the rule is if you had some way not to take damage, then you don't land prone. That's kind of the way it works.
Okay, then I guess I'll stand up for half my movement.
Yeah.
Do I still see him?
Yeah, you can still see he's peeking through the planks on the bridge. You can see him. You shine your torch up there and you're like, ha! And now you can do.
All right, son of a bitch.
What's the range of Thorn Whip? He's 20 feet up.
30.
30 feet.
It's a melee spell attack. So it's not a ranged.
It doesn't even say that you can see. It's just a creature in range.
You create a long vine-like whip covered in thorns that lashes out at your command towards a creature in range. So the range of the spell is 30 feet, but so you it's on top of the bridge or whatever. That's kind of ambiguous the way it says it pulls you closer to you. So I guess you do it
I'm
next
basically
to
trying
you.
to pull him off of the bridge.
Basically, you give yourself a 30-foot reach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Jealous.
on one of the previous. I think it was Descendant of Furnace.
But it's only on his turn.
Yeah, it's only on his turn.
Nice.
Like me. Oh, snap!
So this vine shoots up through the bridge, knocks a couple of planks out of the way, and wraps around this goblin's neck, and he's like, eh! And wait! I didn't tell you to do anything yet.
Sorry, my bad.
So you lose the effect since you jumped ahead of the DM, and but you kill the guy anyways.
Okay.
Does it
My
fall
bad.
on him?
No, he gets pulled, but he can't get. Yeah, he gets 10 feet, 5, 10, yeah. You pull him off of the bridge, and he comes falling. And give me an acrobatics check. Actually, a dexterity saving throw, if you don't mind.
Dex saving.
Yeah. DC 10 to get out of the way. You can roll that right on the table there. Let's see. Or you're going to take D6 of goblin
Sorry.
falling damage. Yeah, no problem. You jump out of the way as this goblin goes and lands right next to you. Squish! Kind of blood splat a little bit.
Sorry about jumping the gun there. I thought you paused to wait for me to.
Yeah, no, when there's an effect, let me read the effect. It took me a while to read this effect and try to figure out how to implement it in.
Okay. Sorry, that's just a funny one.
I was thinking, how is this going to happen? Then you killed him, so. The bridge goes. Clyde.
Clizzide, no longer, yeah, choking on water, is going to stand
You're
up from
still-
prone.
You're like, you stand up.
And I'm going to move half my movement. And then I'm just going to stab a wolf because I'm pissed off.
Actually, if you're moving in the river, you can only move at half your speed, too.
That was never a thing you told us before.
Absolutely, I have.
Oh.
Yeah. But you can easily have moved here and then moved up, so no problem with that.
Okay,
So
but
we'll put you there.
I fumbled.
And
because
it's no effect.
Paralyze yourself again.
You guys would not have noticed if my presence was, if I just didn't even show up for the game today. You guys wouldn't have noticed.
Right? Yeah, it's this long ass freaking glaive you got. It's so clunky and
the stream would have noticed.
The real question is, were you able to hold on to,
like, hey, where the hell is it?
Were you able to hold on to this glaive and this bow that you had out as you got washed down the stream? Taunt.
So, Mog especially can notice that Mog actually has very pale skin and brown hair. It's the first time we've actually seen it that color, and seen his skin, because he's now clean from this washing he just took.
He thought he went to the tanning booth, but that was just muck. It was just muck.
And this trail of
He's actually
detritus
a Dorger.
and mud almost as he walks behind him, as he's dripping, all this stuff is coming off of him. But he's dying. He's laughing. What did you see? He fell from, and then he got. This is better than the bard shows during the carnival. And he's just laughing, and tears are coming down his eyes. He's laughing at the goblin that fell. It's a comedy of errors here, and he's just loving it. And he's just going to slowly walk, take his time, dying, laughing, using the rope to come across.
Yeah, but Bob, I'm drinking per your request.
Hold on tight. Hold on. Wrap it around your arm. Wrap it around your arm.
Like the water is like this deep on you, like, you know. It's like,
hey, let me help you.
But you don't think you're going to get washed
the goblin fell on him.
the stream, but you're standing. So you in your turn. You're standing in the stream, holding on to this rope.
Light shining from his head.
You can't move up any further because there's a dwarf in your way.
Oh, I can sit him like on the other side of me.
Well,
no, he's holding on to the rope. You're holding on to the rope.
So examining this area, what does it look like? It's how far up is it to that loose stone?
Well, the loose stone is right here. So 5 feet. Well, I mean, it's like 5 feet up, and it's it's been piled up there.
So it looks like maybe if I just undo this stone right here, I can just get it to kind of collapse here down into the, like, take my axe and chip up there at it or something.
Well, you'd have to kind of climb up there a little bit to get to it.
Okay. I need to get out of his way anyway.
So as you climb up, let's see, where's that pin? Yeah, the passage is choked with rubble, and did we open that? No, let's open that. There we go. The ledge between the two encampments is fragile. Any weight in excess of 100 pounds.
That
Yeah.
would be Mog, yeah.
Loosens the whole mass, sends it tumbling down to the east. Any creature on the ledge, when it falls, must make a DC 10 dexterity saving throw.
That's
Which
what I
is a
thought was going to
6.
happen.
Taking 2d6 bludgeoning damage on a failure. So,
Jeez.
Taunt is drowning because he's
Holy
laughing
shit,
so
now
much.
I roll good. Fuck!
10 points of bludgeoning damage to... So 9 points of damage to yourself, since you had 1
Right.
point of temporary hit points left. No, don't change your
What
hit
the
points.
hell?
Give yourself wounds. Yeah, there you go. Take away your temporary.
Beautiful.
And the creature also falls prone. So you're like, so this whole thing, so you're like, oh, I got up here. So the whole thing collapses, and you're like, and it comes sliding down. Rocks and pebbles and boulders and stuff come piling into the river and kind of get washed down the river. Taunt, give me a acrobatics check to see if you can remain standing in the wake of all this. The rope is no longer helping you. It went slack.
I'm also
Mog
laughing really hard.
has
Just dying.
received a potion of greater healing from Metakide CITC.
You said what
Like
kind of
Greater
save?
healing.
He like slips all these rocks and stuff, and a big rock falls and it lands in his mouth, and he's like, "Oh, it was a healing rock."
A healing rock.
It was covered
Because it's
in
stone cutting.
potion.
Thank you very much.
Did you roll that acrobatics check?
No, I was waiting to
Taunt?
hear what kind it was. It was just acrobatics. Okay.
Yeah. You're trying to keep your balance on these slippery rocks and stuff as all these boulders and dwarf and stuff comes piling onto you. Yeah. Why did you have disadvantage?
Because I'm dying. I'm laughing. My sides are hurting so much. Tears
You
are
gave
coming out of
yourself
my eyes.
disadvantage.
This is just one thing after the other. This is just so hilarious.
So you slip and fall into the water, and you're
And
prone,
that
and
makes me laugh even
you're
more.
starting to get washed down a little bit. So you can mark yourself prone. Wolf number 5. It looks like he wants some fresh meat here at this bugbear that's standing down
Can
there.
isn't he at the end of his chain? Can he even bite me?
Yeah, he can attack the adjacent squares. They've always have been able to attack the adjacent squares to him.
All right. Bring it,
So
Wolf.
you got this big pole arm, and you got your longbow in one hand. You're dripping wet, and his buddy next to him gives him advantage since he's got pack tactics. And he tries to bite at you. He's like,
Suck it.
"Rawr!" He snips at you, and he grabs a hold of your arm.
No.
He's like, "Rawr, rawr." He starts he's like pulling on you, and
Are you still
He,
prone?
Damn.
he's not prone.
Are you still prone? Oh no, that's
No,
Mog's.
I'm not.
Sorry.
And he starts pulling on your arm, and he jerks on you a little bit, and you slip and you fall prone. Boof! As he trips you, because that's what wolves do.
Buck and cock
wolf
and
number
balls.
9, since you're prone, laying there, and wolf number 9 is dead, he can't do anything. Joe.
Joe is going to take a look at wolf number 5. He sees Clyde go down, and he's
Clyde is
Taunt
laying on the ground.
Thinks it's all funny.
So you have a clear shot at 5 since Clyde is on the ground.
Yep, and he is going to use his inspiration to get advantage on this thing, on this shot.
which gives you sneak attack,
Boom.
which is probably going to kill him.
Oh.
No. So they both have an arrow like sunk deep into them, but neither one of them are dead yet. Casper, you're like
Clyde has received a potion of healing from Maka 1027 in the chat. Thank you very much.
nice,
I
a
will
true
take
one.
that.
A true one. Since it's a real one, I'll give you the D8. Yeah.
Boom.
8 points back.
So can you move the
Huh.
goblin off of me so that way I can click on my token?
Oh, hell no. The goblin's like
Teabag him
bleeding
first.
on you. He's like bleeding on you and stuff. And now you're stacked on top. Why is it doing a token stack? How do you unstack? Shift, Alt, Control? Which one is
I think
it?
it's shift.
Middle click? Shift? No. Middle click? No. Alt?
Down.
Alt. It's Alt.
Sorry, alt.
Alt.
Giant kid movement. He's
So you
going
come running
to...
down these steps and stuff.
Ah,
And you come running right into
oh,
the
crap,
face of
the
this
dogs again.
right into the face of this wolf who's like
Son
looks
of a
hungry.
bitch.
Punch him in the face.
Nice.
Going to drop the fucking thunder wave.
Oh,
this
sweet
cavern
ass
out.
action.
Light this
Thunder
cavern
wave.
up.
Even the dead one. Thunder wave. And
Blast them all
thunder wave.
back.
And everybody
Nope,
fails.
they stay there.
Except
No.
they're dead. Yes!
Yeah.
And everybody in the whole complex heard
I
that.
panicked.
Yeah.
I just lit up this wave.
Oh,
The whole complex is now on alert.
I just lit up
Err.
this wave.
Any smart things else that Casper wants to do?
Casper right now is then going to try to help Clyde to his feet.
No, I'm not prone.
Yeah, you are. The wolf.
Oh, I
tricked
am?
you.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mog, you kind of push all these boulders and rocks off of you, and you
I anchor
stand
my
up.
feet into the ground and grab this rope real quick and hope the halfling's still hanging on to it and pull this rope taut like he's gonna save this little smart ass halfling's life, and then he thinks about it like, why would I? But no, he doesn't let go. And
Are you still prone?
yeah, I'm kidding. Yeah, I've dug my feet
Alright,
into
so
the
you
ground.
wedge your feet against the side
Yeah.
wall, kind of like down here on the bottom, and you start wheeling this rope in. And is Todd still holding on to the rope?
Yes, he's trying to.
He's
You know,
trying
he
to.
thinks of his laughter.
All right,
Put him out choking on the water, and try to pull him up. Then, if he's still holding on,
give
to
me
it,
an
try to-
athletics check. It's only a DC 7. He's only a little halfling, so. Yeah, no problem. You like yank him like a fly rod, and you just fling him right up onto the above you, like he comes flying over you.
No, I
with a-
thought they
with a-
said there was no halfling tossing.
With a 20. Well, with a 25, I mean,
Oh.
what do I do? What do I do?
Yeah. Oh, I wasted a natural 20 on that.
Yeah.
Okay. So that probably takes.
You ever wonder why you just see like a pair of shoes laying in the middle of the road for some weird reason? Well, now you know, because somebody just yanked a halfling out of his shoes.
So
if he's wearing shoes, does he wear shoes?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. So you get yanked out of your shoes, they go floating down the stream.
yeah, Mog's just gonna lay here and catch his breath, just kind of
And,
knock the
you're-
rest of those rocks off of him. And
Yeah, he drags you up and puts you up and above up there, kind of helps you up there. And that was Mog's turn.
can I stand up? Can I take the prone off?
Yeah, I'll give you that. I'll take the prone off of you.
I got it.
Oops, I just deleted something else on your sheet.
I don't think so. No,
So
there's
you're not
something.
sure what's going on with Taunt. His face
Or
is
maybe,
beet red. Shoulders are shaking. And it looks like his tears are streaming down his face. He's spitting out water, trying to breathe.
He's laying on his back up there on the
Laying on his-
ledge. He's
Mog's looking up at him.
trying to
prone.
sit up, and he just lays back down. You see him shaking, and then you realize he's just laughing so hard. He fell. Then he turned around just in time to see Clyde fall again. This has just been one night of just the last 2 minutes have just been insane, and he is just dying. Praising Timora, the goddess of luck, that he was lucky enough to see all this stuff that happened. And I will slowly try to stand up because I'm trying to catch
So,
my breath.
when he stands up, he can see down into the cavern next to, to the east or to the west, and he can hear like something like boiling or bubbling. He can smell something cooking. He smells the fire going.
Was that another
And
ramp next to me, or 10 feet away?
yeah, it kind of slopes back down, and it's
Oh, it
kind
goes
of
down from where we are.
Yeah.
Okay.
Both sides are down, and you're up on a ledge, so they both kind of
Okay.
roughly. But the side that the dwarf is on is kind of collapsed, and
I'm leaning on my quarterstaff, just trying to catch
but
my breath.
you can see
Back
down in
against the
there,
wall.
and
Ties the rope off.
Clyde would like to
stop talking.
fucking stand up.
So I'll tie the rope to my quarterstaff.
And
All right,
then
Clyde stands up. Let me take that off. Where's Clyde? Let me take that off of you. Clyde doesn't have any racial.
Clyde
things
doesn't
that
have
we
any
affect.
racial
Okay.
effects. He's got some things, but
Reach.
like surprise attack.
Monkey
So
on.
Yeah,
that
that's
never
not
gets
really,
used.
And 10-foot reach.
Yeah, and he's got the reach, which isn't an effect. So, Clyde will
turn
come
off the
forward.
sounds that the taunt can hear.
Now, can I move through a small? How does that go again? Is
It's
it difficult?
double.
It is okay.
Yeah.
So I can only move
Yeah.
to there. That's as far as I can go. And do I see the? Oh, that's the bridge.
Yeah, you do see the bridge.
But that's not a monster to shoot at. Okay. So
well, I mean, if you really want to shoot at the bridge, I would.
No,
It's
no,
got
I
hit
There's a
points
dead
will-
and shit.
goblin.
It's got hit points and shit.
much like the rest of my turns for this whole game, I will just pass it and accomplish
Just do the
nothing.
help action.
I don't even see anybody around that I would use to do that with.
So, taunt. You see one of the goblins inside that room kind of peek his head, like kind of. You see him kind of looking up at you, and he's got like a cleaver in his hand, and he's like, and you see there's a couple of more goblins and stuff in there that are milling about, and they all kind of look up at you, and you can see that they start to like pick up weapons and stuff like that. That was stupid of whoever made this module.
To put
All
him
right,
in
so
in the
top
county.
of the round 5, you see swept back green tough. He moves over here, and he picks up a bow. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and he's like, and he points up high. You're actually in this square there. Oops. Oh, there's a... Right there, sorry. Let me clear some of this out. Taunt, it's your turn. So you can see inside of here there's some goblins moving around and they're collecting up weapons, and they know that something's going on up where you're at. And that you think you can definitely see two of them.
All right, and I know for me.
Say again?
Do I know for a fact they have seen me?
Well, they're looking at you and you're looking at them.
Okay.
You know, this big bright light shining from you is pretty obvious.
That hideous laughter.
And I'm going to do a stage whisper back down to Mog. Hey, go with me on this. And I'm going to say, raise my hands, help, help. This dwarf is trying to kill me. And I'm going to cast Sanctuary on myself.
Huh. Sanctuary, huh? It's not often that comes up much, but that's a pretty handy little spot right now. Why don't you share that with me? I want to see what it says.
Sharing is caring.
Sharing is caring. And that's it? Are you moving? Oh, you're moving?
I'm going to move up a little bit. And sort of act like I'm afraid of Mog. And sort of push the rope off my quarterstaff. See that? He was trying to capture me. Help!
The next square ahead of you is difficult terrain, you know, because it slopes down. But other than that, it's not a problem.
Okay, so I'm going to stay there and just say, help, help. He's trying to kill me.
So could you remove your resistance since that's concentration too? Oh, Sanctuary's not concentration. Nice. That's kind of cool.
Not
And that was a bonus action.
concentration.
That was a bonus action. So what do you want to do? Any action you want to do? Take the dodge maybe?
Yes, I'll take the dodge action.
Yeah, Sanctuary and dodge. I think you're immune to all damage then, aren't you? And we'll pass
Not
your turn
fireball.
as you're doing that. Joe.
Joe is going to cross the river and head up to there.
Yeah, as you look back briefly, as you glance back at the tree line and everything, like a whole bunch of birds have been scared from the loud boom that erupted out of the cave entrance, and they're all like flying off.
Nice.
They're over there.
And I'll use my dash action to get kind of up over here.
You hear my voice. That dwarf is trying to kill me. Help, help.
All right, I'll come help him.
Help the dwarf, yeah.
He's rolling up a rope or something.
I think he's trying to put on a face. You know what I mean? He's trying to, how do you say?
Where's my pin at? There it is. Let's
He's
see.
acting, yeah. I want to kill you.
Harfenkugel.
I'm just reading this. There's a bunch of stuff going on in that room. Okay. Casper.
Well, shit.
Well, shit.
Well,
You knew it was going to happen one day, and Mog's finally turned on him.
fine. Casper's just gonna,
Casper's got some wounds on him, a little bit.
yeah, he's got some wounds on him. but there's not much he
Like
can do about it.
kind of a twisted ankle or something from the fall. That's pretty much what it was from, right?
Yeah,
Like hobbling a little. Ow, ow.
gonna limp
Ow.
as he's like running. Basically, so I'm guessing these stairs just go up. It appears.
Yeah, it kind of. The whole thing kind of goes uphill. The whole cavern does, like.
So he's just gonna kind of like run up and see if he can try to get up.
All
Okay.
right.
Hey guys,
see.
there's stairs over here.
Yeah, so when you turn the corner there, you can see a couple of more goblins in there. Three
Son of
more
a bitch.
goblins. And actually they're over here now. Two of them are. You don't see them? Oh wait, hold on. There you go. You should be able to see them now.
Yeah, I see one.
Yeah, you see one. He's got his bow out and he's kind of looking up at your direction, and you can hear like some like metal banging on stone again, commotion again. Mog.
So, Mog wants to try to climb up in this hole, and he looks back and he winks at Joe.
Yeah, now it's just difficult terrain to get up there. So.
Yeah, he winks at Joe, and I'm going to come and tear your head off and eat you. and he makes
15
noise.
feet.
He's banging on his shield and stuff, making all the noise that he can, trying to sound as scary as he possibly can. Maybe with
I think taunt P's a little, maybe. I don't know. He's like a little nervous. He's like,
yeah.
He backs up against the wall. He's like, uh-oh.
I can't really.
I didn't do it.
Do anything that was my full movement to there. I will use my action to slide past. Well, just kind of step over him.
No, that was 15 feet of your movement.
Oh, that was 15 feet of my movement.
Yeah.
Okay. Either way, I'm going to have to use my action
5,
to
10.
get all the way down, and I'm going to stand up with my shield in front of him and say, tricked you.
Give me an acrobatics check. Let's see how you perform coming down.
Oh, hang on. I'll drop it in the.
No, that's fine. Yeah, no problem. You just you come sliding across the hood of the freaking car like Starsky does. Your shield, you got your shield up. Water comes pouring out of it, and you got your battle axe in your other hand, and you can see the goblins' eyes all get big. Oh, a couple of them have bows out, and some of them have meat cleavers and stuff.
I'm going to eat you too.
But now that you're in that room, let me give you a description.
Oh fuck!
This large cave is divided in half by a 10-foot high a 10-foot high ledge over here. So this,
whatever the word was.
yeah. There's a ledge over here, and you can see a little staircase that leads up to the ledge. And there's a bigger than these goblins up on the top up there. He's that's about all you could see, but he's kind of looking down over the ledge down at the goblins, and he sees you come in, and his eyes kind of get big. And this goblin in the back here, he swivels around burgundy oil skin with his short bow, and he's gonna take a pretty crappy shot at you through his buddy's squares and everything, trying to shoot this crooked arrow short bow at you. Twang! And and it goes whoosh, and it whizzes around, curves around his buddy, and sticks right into your shoulder, doing 4 points of damage. Only 3 of that, since you must have still had a temporary hit point.
Should not have. No, I took those off.
Partially absorbed by
kinda-
something.
Yeah.
Resist
So you took
resist poison.
you took 4. You get 4 points of damage. And that's all he's gonna kind of
Oh, wait a
back
minute
up a
now.
little. He's like,
Fantasy Grounds gave him a resistance. It didn't do that for no reason. Is part of that damage poison by any chance?
no.
Then he must
It's
have
an
had a
arrow.
temporary hit point. Because you know, in the
Well,
times
I-
where
I
I've
did
gone and
absorb, not-
researched like why did this happen, we've always
Yeah.
100% of the time we've always found out that Fantasy Grounds did it correctly.
Well, it
Well, there
said
was a
partially
temporary
absorb,
hit
not
point. He did have a
resisted.
temporary hit point for 1, and
Yeah.
it looks like he deleted it, but Fantasy Ground didn't register the delete or
Yeah.
something. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
well.
I zeroed it out, but it didn't delete it. But I did have one
You didn't
temporary
click out
hit
of it.
point. I didn't click off. Well, it didn't
Yeah.
have it on the. Yeah, okay.
I didn't see it on there either.
Anyway, 4 wounds. Okay.
So attractively hunched, he seemed like he swivels around this pot lid, right? That he's kind of holding in his hand, and he pulls out this, or he's got a meat cleaver in his hand. It's kind of curved, and it looks similar to a scimitar. And he takes a swipe at you with it. And then he bounces off your armor. He's like, clang! And he's like, "Rah!" And as a bonus action, he's gonna like jump back and disengage from you using his nimble escape. And he comes running back over here. And he jumps up on this, starts to run up these stairs a little, getting away from you. And Short Tunic, he's also he grabs a big haunch of like bone, and it's got a sharp edge on it, and he jumps forward with it and swings at you with it. It looks kind of like a scimitar too, and he swipes at you, and it bounces off your shield. And as a bonus action, he's going to also use his nimble escape, and he comes back over here and gets in the corner and gets away from you as far as he can. And ooh. As you guys hear the old, as another wave of flood comes rushing down the tunnel as they collapse the second flood thing. Let's see. Yeah. So just Joe and Clyde have to give me a dexterity saving throw, please.
Is this
DC's
the...
a 10.
Okay, now I am going to use my inspiration.
Joe, you made it.
As instructed, I'm going to put it in the tower.
And so does Clyde. So you guys are not washed down the stream, and you're okay. You don't take any damage, but you get soaking wet. And if you had any torches or anything lit, they go out. Obviously, anything fire. And Clyde, we're getting close to the end of the round here.
Yeah,
There's 18
Clyde
more
is a
goblins.
little
18 more
worried
goblins.
that he saw janky movement.
Yeah, you saw the dwarf look like he was gonna tear into the half.
I saw. No, I'm not even sure if that ends up in a square because I can't really see.
Let's
But
see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Let me clear that, and I'll move you 30. Actually, you're just going to be under the bridge a little bit, right there.
That's only 20.
Hold on one second. I'm deleting the bridge token. 1 second. There we go. Let's see. You were here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 up the stairs. Yeah, you can get around the corner here.
Okay. Yeah, I just
Right
wanted
there,
to.
yeah.
I was worried about Clyde disappearing, so I wanted to go and chase after him. Now,
Clyde? You mean Casper?
yeah, that's what I meant. Whatever. They're all K sounds.
It's
You name
Joe.
yourself a
It's
ghost.
fine.
What do you expect?
Yeah. So now that I see he's there, I will.
You can hear some voices on the other side and Goblin laughing and
Casper will be pointing
Yeah.
in.
I
Trying
can't.
to look.
I can't really do anything. Now he's not in a square. Which square is he in?
yeah.
He made it to that one.
Okay. In that case, I will give him the help action. In case anything happens to him. So I'm going to do that in the form of any. Well, no, I'm going to do that in the form of helping him attack if he needs to do that. And then that's it.
Ugly Finger. Need to turn the map thing on. Yeah, he's gonna come running up. 5, 10, 15. Swiping at Mog with his makeshift scimitar or whatever he's got. And missing. And bonus action, moving back. 30, they're going to move into 30. And that guy should be hidden. Old-fashioned shoes. Is that the guy? After they collapse the dam and stuff in there, he starts to move up towards you guys. So he's gonna 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, so he starts up the stairs and he's got his scimitar and he swipes at Casper with it, kind of around the corner there a little bit. So he's got a little, you got a little cover on him. So I'm going to give him a -2 to hit, and that is not enough to block the hit though. As he slices into your side with his scimitar, doing 5 points of damage, critically wounding Casper. Casper's like, "Ow! You're supposed to get in front of me, not behind me," he says.
Why are you pushing me towards him?
And top of the round, we're going to stop right there as we've got combat on 2 fronts. I like how you guys do that. I like how you spread the party out like that. It works out so good. I'm happy.
For the
Joe
GM.
just kind of hangs outside for the first, half of the encounter. Just like, y'all having fun in there?
I do want to remind you guys are level 1. I mean, just saying.
Very squishy.
There's no shame in running,
You
is what
might-
you're saying? Yeah.
You might not make it to level 2 if you keep pulling the whole complex at the same time. But that's it.
All right.
Until
That's
next
it.
week.
Next week everybody will die and we'll roll up new characters. It'll be fun.
Thank you, Drake. Appreciate it.
I've
Thanks,
got
Drake. Thanks, everybody.
That was
Thank
a
you.
fun session. That
Thank you, guys.
was really fun. That was good.
Yeah. See you guys next week. All right. And for those of you that are watching the stream, I'll put the slides up. That's what I'm trying to say. The slides like that. So yeah, join us next week for this game on Saturday the 23rd. And then tomorrow, don't forget to join us here for All Things Fantasy Grounds Talk Shows, where we give away prizes. I am going to give the end of stream rewards. So all of the XP that you earn while you're watching the show that you can spend in the stream store, I'm going to give everybody 100 extra. Boom, like that. And then I'm also going to tell you what you can do to support the channel if you would like to support in ways other than just watching the show, which is all you really need to do to make us happy. Like when I was a stand-up comic, I really only cared about people coming to their show. I didn't care about money or fame as much as I did about people being able to escape their miserable lives for an hour. So that's kind of what I hope for here is people who watch the show and have fun and giggle and laugh and sort of get away from your adulting. That's really what I hope happens. I mean, if you TPK, you can all re-roll the Dragonborn when the Fizmans come out. So here's the stuff I just put in the chat there. If you guys want to do, just type any of those words, exclamation point, Discord, for example, will give you the URL to come to our Discord server where we have over 2,000 people talking about D&D, 5e, Fantasy Grounds, DM's Guild, 24/7, all day and all night. You can go to my Patreon page and support me there. You can cheerbit, subscribe, or resubscribe to the channel. And if you do that during the show, you will attack the Bit Boss, which is currently Matakire at 375. You guys,
Cheerbits,
except for
cheerbits in the stream.
Drake,
Thanks for the cheerbits.
just took him down. Boom. Drake Takes is now the new Bit Boss at 100. Thank you, Drake. Thank you, sir. And then you can go to the DM's Guild and shop for items that I have for sale over there. I've got over 420 items for sale there. That's where all the Fantasy Grounds coding is and all the modules and extensions that the Team Tui has done and all the fantastic stuff. All the adventures that have been converted for other authors, etc., etc. It's all there. In just a second, I'll tell you what today's sales is. It's refreshing right now. You can also go to YouTube or Twitter and Facebook and all that crap, all that social media crap that's destroying the world. But yet I do have presences on each of those three. And you can go look at that. So let's see. Why is here's what I want to know. Why is there it is. It's refreshed now. So average sales in 2021 per day has dropped precipitously since the first part of the year. It's now down to $191 a day. And today's sales with 45 or 50 minutes left in the day is at $76. So once again, and usually weekends are pretty good, guys. So sales on DM's Guilds has just been dropping. Just been dropping. Nobody gives a fuck anymore. But, I always say, whenever I talk about how the sales aren't good, I do remind myself that it isn't zero, so it's something. So you can't complain if it's something. So good. So hopefully we'll see y'all back here tomorrow night for the show, give away some prizes, and answer your questions about Fantasy Grounds. And I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your weekend. And until we see you next time, good gaming, everyone.